Missouri. That is the broadcast team, and the field now, Alex
Hello,
Hayden in the banking
welcome
in
back
between
to
3 and 4.
Kip Childress driving the Toyota Camry TRD pace car has the field lined up 2 by 2 on the 31 degrees of banking off turn number 4. He'll make the transition and make the left-hand turn and get that car behind the wall. Joey Acock is on top of the flag stand. Chief starter for today's Coke Zero Sugar 400. And to call the start of today's NASCAR Cup Series regular season finale for the Motor Racing Network from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Here's Jeff Striegel.
Crowd on their feet here in Daytona. The regular season finale. 2 spots remain in the playoff grid. 400 miles the distance as the field now comes down to the line. The green flag is in the air, and we are racing in Daytona. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 is underway. Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez, and the rest of the field climb the banking in turn number 1.
All right, here we go. They're going through turn number 1.
Had an opportunity to cross over, did not do so, and it will cost him. Chase Elliott with a big head of steam and drafting help from Joey Logano will go to the lead. Logano to second.
Elliott getting a huge shove from Logano off turn 2 and up the back straightaway. Elliott, your leader. Logano.
Zach Elliott to the lead so far. Race just started. Elliott to the lead.
And Michael McDowell, your top 5.
As Kyle Larson continues to fade as the lead car in the outside lane, side by side with Michael McDowell for that 5th spot. Top 4 cars single file, led by Chase Elliott.
They'll all storm up off of turn number 4, head for the tri-oval. Lap number 1 of the Coke Zero Sugar 400s in the books. Regular season champion Chase Elliott. He leads the field as they work their way back to turn 1 with Joey Logano second.
Logano rides in the second spot.
Crappy Logano is second right now.
Looking to the inside, no room at the end there. He'll stay in line in 4th. Kyle Larson trying to rebound in the outside lane. He's up to the number 6 spot.
He is having minimal success in doing that. As
Dang,
Aaron
Kyle
Jones
Larson
will
fell
advance
back.
on the inside. That draft down low, it's a tight one. They're all shoving each other off the end.
What channel is the race on?
Martin Truex Jr. goes to the inside of Kyle Larson, having a tough time finding
I just checked CNBC. It wasn't on there.
Tyler Reddick in the outside lane, but Chase Elliott in the inside lane off board.
It's going to be interesting to see how these cars handle today. They were all set up for the night race last night. Now we're in the heat of the day here at Daytona.
Oh, here it is.
Speedway.
Thanks, Zach.
I
didn't realize it said it in a different language.
They generally do. At nighttime, they generally don't, though. So this could
be
a big
Elliott's got a good lead right now,
ladies
and gentlemen.
With this very, very big race
He's
today.
about
Last race for the
0.08
regular
seconds
season
ahead of Joey
Logano.
Logano.
Right here at Daytona.
Right now they are 2 by 2 as they come
Michael
into
McDowell, Mike Bagley.
the back straightaway.
Up to 5th, it's led by Larson.
Elliott,
it's up to 4th. Larson and Harvick wheel to wheel.
Whoa, hold on.
Lane finally getting some momentum, and Larson getting a big shove from Daniel Suarez, Tyler Reddick, and others. Top
Kyle Larson's moving back up to 4th. He's getting
they
a push
are building
from
the momentum on that outside lane.
who's ever behind them here.
About a car width between the inside lane. They're riding in the middle of the racetrack. Larson up beside Kevin Harvick, wheel to wheel for position number 4. All the while it's Chase Elliott up front.
They go into turn 1. Elliott's still got a good lead right now.
To make progress. He's taken
Elliott's
being,
Larson's being pushed by Daniel Suarez, by the way.
Third on the bottom of the racetrack.
There has been a 3-wide line breaking
Larson's
out, but
got
it's
a big
not
push here.
He's
starting to get up there. He's in 4th right now.
Didn't work
up
for
to
him.
3rd.
That's towards the back. Up front, here comes
Kevin
Larson.
Harvick's
He's trying to get a run for
there's
3rd.
Daniel Suarez again with another push.
His way into the top 5. Now he's looking for 3rd on Christopher Bell, who is the 3rd car in line on the bottom. Behind
Elliott's blocking Logano. Logano's trying to take the lead, but Elliott's putting on a good block here, trying to keep the lead from Joey Logano.
At that outside line, Kyle Larson.
Oh, Kyle Busch got pushed up the racetrack.
As they head to 1.
For the first couple of laps, Daniel Suarez took things easy and was not very aggressive on the back bumper of Kyle Larson. Since then, he's a drafting fool, bump drafting on turn 2, trying to get him headed for the front.
Trying to get that outside line kicked in and perhaps maybe a challenge for the lead. Suarez looked for a moment 3 wide, still looking there as he is just...
Motor Racing Network now because I'm commenting. Whoa! Big hit from Daniel. Big hit from behind Kyle Larson into Daniel Suarez. But I think Daniel Suarez is still trying to give Kyle Larson some oomph, but it's still not working out for Kyle Larson. He fell back about a few spots. He's now in 7th. Chase Elliott's still holding the lead, though. Logano's still right behind him. We're going into lap 6 now. Chase Elliott's still holding the lead. Everyone is still grouped together. This is the kind of racing I don't really like, guys. But I mean, at super speedways with these new cars. But you know what? We have a good car in the lead, so we're good. Kyle Larson is still dropping spots, though. He's back to 10th now. William Byron's gained up some spots with this bottom line just jumping forward. William Byron's gained some spots. I believe he's now in 13th or 12th. I'm not too sure. It doesn't show yet. The outside line needs to get a little umph there if they want to get back in this race. Oh, Byron's up to 10th now. Byron just got to 9th. Larson's and the outside line is still falling back. Elliott is still holding a good lead. Whoa, someone just got a huge push. Whoa. From the outside line there. Here comes Alex Bowman. Getting a huge push in the way outside lane. 3 wide as we go into turn 4.
Multi-year, long-term deal with Penske. That's now matches what Ryan Blaney has done. So 2.
We got a huge push from Whoa, this is getting interesting now.
Number 12 of Blaney. And got a line on the top there, forming out on 3 wide here. That should slow everybody down. Anybody 3 wide, they're going to be side drafting off each other, whether they're trying to or not. It's going to kind of drag the cars down.
Bowman's up to 18th. Whoa, whoever that was just went up and blocked Alex Bowman. Whoa, we got 4 wide as we go into turn 3, I think it is. The field is starting to bunch up now. Elliott's still in the lead. Top 10 is Elliott, Logano, Bell, Harvick, McDowell, Jones, Truex, Custer, Byron, and Austin Dillon are your top 10 as we go into turn 3.
The
race is on now.
Whoa, we got 4 wide.
3 wide. You know he's nervous right now. He's an aggressive driver. He wants to be in the middle of that, but a wreck early can really be detrimental to his playoff hopes. You can see what 3 wide has done. All these guys are faded back outside the top 10. So the interesting one to me is Kyle Busch, right? Because he slips, weighs everybody by, and you see on the big replay right there of 4 wide. If you look at the last car catch 3rd lane, it is Kyle Busch. He's now right up in the mess again. That contact 17 and 5. So kind of fighting for the same team.
And Zach, it's raining in turns 1 and 2.
Huh?
It's raining in turns 1 and 2.
Of course it is.
Whoa, Haley just... Number 31, Justin Haley just fell back a bunch of spots after that run.
What time the race starts?
I told you 10.
It just started at 10.
You told me 10.
I told you last night.
You told me 10. You told me 10.
Yeah.
So it's number 1.
All right, guys, we have gone commercial. Oh, poor Mike.
I remember Brian's not coming tonight.
Meow. Zach. Zach. Well, there's an operations today.
Learn all the ways to save with Amazon.
Who's hosting it this time? Well, me and Maddie, I'll take MEO too if no one's claimed it.
Small jumbo popcorn chicken or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Just $5. It's a 2 for $5 menu. Only at Sonic or in the app. We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. And now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana, enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and real offer in seconds. When you're ready, we'll come to you and double spot it. That's it. So ditch the old way of selling your car and say hello to the new way at Carvana.
I need to try insurance. Opposites attract. Are you really going to kiss Catherine? Don't get your attention locked up, guys. Tonight at 9 Eastern. CNBC, get yours. The NASCAR Cup Series.
So Zach,
Hi.
race just came back on. Looks like everyone is bunched back into 2 wide. Oh, whoa, we got some 3 wide still going on towards the back. Oh my gosh, Ryan Blaney and Kyle Larson just fell way back there. Looks like they're way in the back of the pack now as they go into turn 2. Yeah. Kyle Larson's having some engine trouble, sounds like it, as there's smoke coming out of the right side exhaust pipes. So Kyle Larson will be taking the car to pit road. But Chase Elliott's still holding a firm lead here as the field, I believe, is going into turn 2. Oh, wait, no, that was Austin Cindric. Number 2, Austin Cindric has fallen way back there. Let me check the thing here, see if there's any competition caution today. Nope, there is no competition caution here.
But when it comes to my confidence, this is top 2 for me, Daytona. Chase Elliott still off front, but look at that push coming for Logano.
The inside line still got the strongest line, but the outside line is starting to catch up here. Led by Eric Jones, who is about in 6th position now, getting ready to be passed by Barton Truex in the inside lane. But nope, the outside line's got some strength again. They're starting to move up.
5-point deficit that Mark Truex Jr. had starting the race. With the 12 of Ryan Blaney right there. But if we almost reach out and touch the 19. So those two are staying to each other. This outside line is making some good headway, Rick. Look at this 11 car, Denny Hamlin. He was leading it. Eric Jones jumped up in front of him. Now Denny had to try to switch.
And Kyle Larson is headed to the garage.
Very slowly. But we have yet to see this outside line get up there and actually battle, take the lead, be able to move up, move forward, take the lead. Not enough momentum just yet to really trust it. So a lot of guys are watching this. A lot of guys are sure weary about jumping that outside line.
Here, guys, I'm going to turn on the Motor Racing Network. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to head upstairs and get some breakfast because I have not ate breakfast yet. So I will be right back.
I am NASCAR. Get your tickets to a NASCAR race by visiting NASCAR.com/KidSticks.
Austin Dillon running mid-pack decided he didn't want any part of that. He bails out of that big pack, falls towards the tail into the field as they begin to shuffle it up 2 by 2 now from the lead on back, down backstretch in front of Mike Bagley.
Here comes Eric Jones with a shove. Compliments of Denny Hamlin. Eric Jones to the lead in Daytona.
For the first time today, a new leader, but can he hang on to it? Here comes Chase Elliott back to the inside, back to the front of the field with help from Joey Logano.
Eric Jones won this event back in July 2018. He wants to lead here this morning. Won't do it at the line, although he goes even, dead even now with Chase Elliott. Then you've got Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano.
Eric Jones, one of those drivers with his back to the wall this morning, either win or do not be a part of the second season, the playoff season. He's given it all he's got. He's side by side with Chase Elliott.
They are stacked up double wide from the lead all the way to about 30th position. Outside line led by Eric Jones. Inside line led by Chase Elliott. Hamlin again shoving Jones to the lead.
By a car length in turn number 3, but now the inside lane rallies back. Here comes Chase Elliott back to the inside of Eric Jones with drafting help from Joey Logano and Christopher Bell.
13 laps to go, stage number 1. Chase Elliott back out in front by half a car length here at the start-finish line. From Daytona International Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Citywide to countryside, whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules has the value, selection, and industry-leading warranty to get you there no matter where the road takes you. Go to HerculesTires.com. There you can find the nearest authorized Hercules retail location to you. Plus, you can use the tire tracker to find out which Hercules tire fits your vehicle the best. That's HerculesTires.com. Hercules Tires, ride on our strength.
NASCAR Coast to Coast is a show dedicated to spotlighting the short track community across the country. Offering a new show every Thursday on the Motor Racing Network's YouTube channel, this show has it covered. Hosted by Chris Wilner and myself, Kyle Rickey, NASCAR Coast to Coast offers insightful interviews and fun deep dives into the what, when, why, and hows of grassroots racing in America. This show serves the heart of racing from coast to coast.
When it comes to business internet and cost, you get value, don't surprise fees like those other guys charge. Like this, like potency or cost assessment charges that you not.
Back at Daytona International Speedway, back side by side for the lead with Chase Elliott at the bottom of the racetrack. He leads the inside charge, Jeff Striegel, with Eric Jones outside.
Chase Elliott has led 21 laps. Eric Jones has been credited with leading 2. He will not lead this lap, or will he? Chase Elliott will take the lead, but alongside is Eric Jones, and you've got Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and Christopher Bell.
Equal number of drafting partners in both lines, at least back as far as the top 20 is concerned. Elliott by a car length, Logano to the inside on Eric Jones.
The bump drafting spectacular comes to the back straightaway. Drivers leaning on each other as these cars are starting to skate around just a tad. Elliott back to the lead, although Hamlin shoving Jones to the outside.
And that middle move, Eric Jones right to the front of the field by about a half a car length over Chase Elliott. They're dead even off of turn number 4 with Elliott now inching out front.
I'll tell you what, guys, the car I'm paying attention to right now, what about Truex sitting there in that 12th position? Last week he was out of the chase for the championship. He wasn't in, and because of Kurt Busch pulling out this week, he's in right now. It seems like he's locked in on points if he can have a smooth day. But if anybody from 17th on down wins this race, that puts Truex back out again. Alex, I got to tell you, it's got to be a lot of emotions going through that boy's mind right now, because I tell you, to be out of it and be in it right now with the second shot, that's a great deal.
And it forces them to start thinking, we got to win the race, and that'll take care of the problem in itself. Doesn't matter what anybody else does. So you're right. Martin Truex Jr., as we run right now with 9 laps to go here in the opening stage, is in position number 11. Ryan Blaney is the other driver currently in on points. He's currently sitting in position number 7. If Blaney scores just 31 points today, it doesn't matter what anybody else does. Blaney will advance into the playoffs.
But you talk about drivers that could win and advance, and right now Eric Jones would be one of those. He is right now running 3rd. Michael McDowell running in the 8th position. A little bit further back, you've got Cole Custer and Harrison Burton 12th and 13th. A lot could change here this morning and into the afternoon.
And it will be every single lap, just like the drafting on the racetrack. The point situation will change. It's just how it works. 1 point per position on the speedway, as they look like they're beginning to play a little bit of bumper cars over in turn number 3.
Just outside of the top 10 on the inside lane. Got a little disorganized for a moment behind Cole Custer. William firing, but they were able to straighten it out. Everybody's okay. Back to the front straightaway.
Boy, it looks like a 190-mile-an-hour pace lap. Eric Jones will lead this time by Chase Elliott to his inside. The rest of the top 10, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, and Ryan Blaney. Top 5, Christopher Bell, Alex Bowman, Kevin Harvick, and how about Corey LaJoie? No surprise there. LaJoie always runs well here. He's 9th, and Michael McDowell is 10th.
Let's check down in the NASCAR Cup Series garage with Georgia Henneberry.
Kyle Larson out of the HendricksCars.com car, and Kyle, was there a brief diagnosis on what happened?
I don't, they'll have to look through the data to see if it was happening earlier than when it let go, but no real indication from my seat, just kind of, engine let go. So I hate that happened, but yeah, I'm excited that, I get to leave here with my limbs and I can go race at Darlington next week. So been a good regular season, aside from a few engines letting go for us. So hopefully we can get that figured out and be okay for these next 10 weeks.
Kyle Larson. Guys?
Yeah, tough break for Kyle Larson. That report is presented by Goodyear. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR, always focused on the road ahead. Goodyear, more driven.
We are 6 laps away from the end of stage number 1, and who was it that said that they thought it would be calm here in stage number 1? It's anything but.
Yeah, so far it is, as they make their way up off of turn number 4. Now that car that lost the draft we talked about, Austin Cindric, well, he'll look in the mirror and see that lead pack beginning to bear down on him. He'll be a factor as the field exits the tri-oval. Heads back to turn number 1 with Eric Jones up front.
Indeed, a new leader of the pack. Eric Jones has taken over the top spot. He, Denny Hamlin, and Ryan Blaney all steamed around the outside of Chase Elliott, then dropped down into that low lane. They will take command at the front of the field.
5-car breakaway, side by side for 6th, as everybody starts to pull down to the bottom of the racetrack. Austin Cindric and his potential lap car will ride the safer barrier in 3.
Now Chase Elliott steps out of line from the 4 spot, goes to the inside to the outside lane, has drafting help from Joey Logano. Alex Bowman tried to go with him, but squeezed out to the outside lane.
Top 5 have all won here at Daytona before. Eric Jones, he'll move down to the inside. Cindric way up against the outside safer barrier. Check that. Austin will go 1 lap down. Let's pick up the leaders back in 1.
Not only will Cindric go a lap down, but stuck behind him, and it's Alex Bowman. Bowman has to bail out of the throttle. He'll go from about the 8th spot outside the top 20 before he can finally get clear.
Oh, trouble off turn number 2. Denny Hamlin gets turned to the inside. Christopher Bell up and into the outside wall. Ryan Blaney will slide down to the bottom of the racetrack. Multi-car crash coming out of turn number 2, triggered when Denny Hamlin got turned to the apron to the back straightaway.
Caution is on the speedway for the first time today for a multi-car crash involving a driver who desperately needs to get into the playoffs.
And that would be Ryan Blaney, who spun to the inside of the racetrack. Doesn't look like there's much damage, although there is smoke coming from the right side of the car. Denny Hamlin's pulled away. Kevin Harvick has also gotten it as well. But the one that's worse for wear, Christopher Bell, whose Toyota sits facing the wrong way on the backstretch with safety crews tending to him right now.
Well, we just took a look at the number 12 of Ryan Blaney, and the right front is torn up, and it looks like the right front tire completely torn apart there. Could be a broken upper A-arm, a lower A-arm, don't know for sure. He's on pit road. We'll follow up in a moment.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Blue Green Vacations, the official vacation ownership provider of NASCAR, invites you to believe in the power of vacation. With Blue Green, you can create the vacation that fits your lifestyle, sharing a lifetime of memories at a collection of unique, locally inspired resorts and popular destinations across the U.S. Blue Green owners also enjoy exclusive access to VIP NASCAR packages that deliver the thrill only NASCAR can provide. Start your vacation journey today at bluegreenvacations.com.
Those involved in the crash include Ryan Blaney. Playoff implications there. More on that in a moment. Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, some of the biggest names here at Daytona.
Yeah, they are, and Denny Hamlin's been able to come to pit lane, get some tape put on that car, try to get her rolling. He's back on the track. He will hang on to the lead lap. Pit lane is open. Corey LaJoie will come in. Ty Gibbs will come in. They are going to take on right side tires at minimum, and Sunoco fuel with those drivers as the rest of the field, including the leader, Eric Jones, is in front of their pit box.
Eric Jones brings his car in. He goes to work on the right side. They're going to try to tighten him up a little bit. He was free towards the bottom, but also very tight up top. So a chassis adjustment for him. Also, Eric Almirola is in 4 tires of fuel. Ross Chastain will get 4 tires along with Daniel Suarez. And also on pit lane, Brad Keselowski, you talked about, they continue to fix the damage on his race car. Steve Post.
Michael McDowell, 4 tires, Sunoco Racing Fuel. Chris Buescher was in, Daniel Hemrick was in, Bubba Wallace, Alex Bowman, all taking this opportunity now to come in. Of course, at the end of the stage break, they might be able to get a little track position, pit stops here at Daytona.
All right, not everybody came to pit road. One car still sitting down there, hood up on Tyler Reddick. We'll reset it when we come back from Daytona International Speedway. This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
On your ride home, catch NASCAR Today to keep up with the latest.
It opened up, the lane did. Matt went to block the 12, and I just barely got inside of him with a huge run.
Every weekday, you'll hear from the top newsmakers in the sport.
I am with Bubba Wallace down here in Victory Lane.
Plus, some fun peeks behind the scenes.
I don't really think it's hit me yet. I definitely don't think it's hit me yet.
I'm Chase Elliott. Listen to NASCAR Today every weekday right here on the Motor Racing Network.
Hi, this is Mike Bagley. Join me along with the cast and crew of the Motor Racing Network every Tuesday night for NASCAR Live. Hear exclusive interviews.
Whenever you're done racing, and when you can look back on what we've accomplished, that's when you can really appreciate it.
The best moments from each of NASCAR's premier series.
It will be a victory by mere inches. McDowell wins the Daytona 500.
As well as break down the upcoming race weekend and more. It's NASCAR Live every Tuesday night at 7 Eastern.
One more lap, we will be back under the green flag, and it will be a 1-lap run to the green and white checkered flag. Stage points on the line. cars already torn up. What do you think, Alex?
Well, let's talk about that. We mentioned 2 drivers coming into the race had the opportunity to get in the playoffs by virtue of points only. And the driver that was on the bubble point-wise was Martin Truex Jr. Now that Ryan Blaney has significant damage to the right front of that Advanced Auto Parts Ford Mustang, Blaney is now the one on the bubble, and Truex is solidly in the 15th spot on points as they sit right now with a 1-lap dash for more stage points for the top 10 finishers. This one's about to get good to get up to speed as quickly as they possibly can, Rusty, to try to score some points.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be a shootout here with just 1 lap to go. And what a heartbreak for Ryan Blaney down there in the 12 car. I watched the car come by. That right front had a serious chassis damage. The tire was not even turning. The crew is down there right now working feverishly on this number 12 car, trying to repair the suspension, trying to get him back out before this thing goes back to green. But the car looks like it's really tore up, guys.
Well, the caution flag, a big break for at least one driver, and that is Austin Cindric. He is back on the lead lap, presented by Mahindra. Race fans, don't forget to cheer for Chase Briscoe in the Mahindra Tractors number 14 car, and race into your local dealer for big savings on Mahindra, the official tractor of tough.
Well, that crew for Team Penske has done yeoman's work. Ryan Blaney is rolling and headed back out on the racetrack. Right front looks like it's going in the direction it needs to go. Now, the right front fender is missing off that race car, but you know what? They got the hood down, they got the nose in the machine, and he's going to get back in this fight.
Wow, I would not have expected that based on the damage to the right front of Ryan Blaney, but they needed to get the work done, and they did, and just in time, because we are ready for a Geico restart. Hey, whether you rent or own, Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance. Having a home is hard work, so get a quote, geico.com. Easy.
Here they come up off turn number 4, headed for the tri-oval. Kip Childress takes the pace car to pit lane. Back to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Next time by, the green and white flag will be out. That will signify the end of stage number 1. Through the gearbox they go one more time for a 1-lap dash to try to find out who's going to earn some points.
Outside lane has the advantage at the drop of the green flag. Logano with a big push from Truex will go to the lead. Joey will cross over underneath the Truex machine, across the nose of Chase Elliott. He has got the lead. Here comes Truex on the outside.
With drafting help from Bubba Wallace, the outside line up to position number 3 as Logano and Elliott get together for a moment. Elliott up to the outside of Logano for the lead.
That's the battle for the top spot. Here is Chase Elliott up alongside Joey Logano. Logano to the inside as drafting help from Harrison Burton on the bottom of 4.
Racing back to the checkered flag, although it's the green and white checkered flag. Stage 1 about to end. Logano, Chase Elliott at the line. It's going to be Joey Logano by inches over Chase Elliott as the caution flag now flies. Let's give you a look at the top 10. What a race to the checkered flag to complete. Stage number 1 presented by Skechers. Skechers, the comfort and fit specialist. Try Skechers Relax Fit, Wide Fit, Stretch Fit, Arch Fit, and many more.
Joey Logano wins the stage with Chase Elliott 2nd, Harrison Burton 3rd, Kyle Busch was 4th, and Martin Truex Jr. 5th, Corey LaJoie 6th, Bubba Wallace 7th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 8th, Eric Jones 9th, and Michael McDowell was 10th.
Bundling car and renter's insurance with Geico is so easy, your neighbors are probably already doing it. But who? Look for the signs. Chances are they live in a home and have a car. They use money and enjoy having more of it. They probably drink lots of lemonade. Lemonade. And they've probably said something suspicious like, "I'm bundling with Geico," or "Stop spying on me with those binoculars." If so, you may want to ask them how easy it was to bundle with Geico. Bundling is easy with Geico. Just ask your neighbors.
Goodyear has been trusted by NASCAR drivers for nearly 70 years. We've built our reputation by going above and beyond expectations, always focused on the road ahead. Whether that's 200 laps around a track or 20 trips to the store and back, Goodyear knows we reach our greatest potential by moving forward. That's what makes us better every time we drive. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. Goodyear, more driven.
From Daytona International Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
Flow Racing is the ultimate digital home track for race fans everywhere. Subscribe today and stream over 1,300 racing events live and on demand. Flow Racing has something for everyone, like NASCAR Weekly Series, sprint car racing, drag racing, off-road racing, and much, much more. Learn more at flowracing.com/GoMRN. That's flowracing.com/GoMRN. It's your all-access pass to the world of NASCAR every weekday morning with NASCAR Hot Pass.
Man, just unreal to hit the fence, to go to the back, to fix it, to make some huge adjustments, and to be able to run as good as we did at the end there.
You'll hear from the sport's biggest stars as they talk life on and off the racetrack.
Great things going all around. You know, it's cool to come back to Kansas. It's great to get back to Victory Lane.
NASCAR Hot Pass, weekday mornings from the Motor Racing Network.
Spent time near Camp Lejeune. Call the Negligence Network to find out if you're eligible for financial compensation. There's no fee unless we win your case. Call 1-800-400-60.
Today's coverage from Daytona International Speedway is brought to you by Sunoco. Fill up with top-tier certified Sunoco Ultratech today. By O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. By Toyota. For the latest Toyota racing information, visit toyotaracing.com. And by Skechers. Skechers, comfort included.
Back here at Daytona, pit lane is open. Those drivers that did not pit back on lap number 32 are opting to come in right now. Steve Post.
Martin Truex Jr., stage 1 mission accomplished. Get stage points, make up some ground on Ryan Blaney. He did both of them. Here he is, 4 tires, Sunoco Racing Fuel. The call from Martin Truex Jr. Pretty happy with the handling of the race car. Chase Elliott leading this race. Very happy with his race car. Likes the maneuverability. 4 tires, Sunoco Racing Fuel as well. Harrison Burton was in, getting pit service as well. These pit stops, lap number 37, the end of stage number 1. Jason Toy, who was in front of you?
Well, we only had one stop on my end of pit road. That was Ross Chastain. He came back in just to top off fuel, so trying to play a little strategy to stretch things out. We look further down pit road. Kevin Harvick is back in again. He sustained some damage on that accident earlier on, so they're going to work not only on the left side but also on the right front fender and trying to get the wheels lined back up once again for Kevin Harvick, meaning to get it back in tow so it's a little bit more of a straighter shot for him. So more work and more damage fixing here for Kevin Harvick.
So the top 3 cars coming off of pit road, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, and Harrison Burton. And again, not everybody pitted. Only about a dozen cars. We do still see Harvick down there, Ty Gibbs is down there, and Ryan Blaney continues to work. By the way, Justin Haley at 194.632 miles an hour. He cut the Xfinity fastest lap of the race so far. Xfinity X-Fi, internet that's more than just fast. Xfinity, proud premier partner of NASCAR.
Mortgage rates have dropped 25%, the lowest mortgage rates in years. So maybe you should drop everything and call Zoom Refi. Refinance your home now and slash your mortgage payments. Take cash out and save maybe hundreds of dollars every month. Zoom Refi mortgage rates are super low. Zoom Refi closing costs are super low. And Zoom, we approve you right over the phone, even for no income check loans. Big drop in mortgage rates. Big opportunity for you to save money. Call Zoom Refi today. 888-690-5113. 888-690-5113.
Where did you go?
Save on mortgage payments. Save on closing costs. Call Zoom Refi. 888-690-5113.
Is stage 1 over yet?
Advertising by marketing entity Zoom Refi. Zoom Refi is not a bank or financial company. Calls and other inquiries may be forwarded to third-party lenders who are solely responsible for reviewing, approving, and servicing any loan. Zoom Refi is not affiliated with any state or federal agency and does not provide mortgage advice or help. No income check loans are for investment properties.
Great, Joey Logano won stage 1.
Of course. Career start number 12 for Corey LaJoie at the Daytona International Speedway. And right now, Corey LaJoie is out front. Just the 3rd time he has led here at Daytona. Leading over Bubba Wallace, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Eric Jones, and Michael McDowell. That's your top 5.
From Daytona International Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
It all builds up to this at Darlington Raceway.
If you're going to kick off the playoffs, why not do it big?
Green flag is up.
Like Labor Day weekend big.
Great. Chase Elliott lost a whole bunch of spots.
Southern 500 big. The only thing bigger than the action would be the experience of seeing it live. And that might just be too tough to take.
Bring it home, bring it home.
NASCAR weekend at Darlington Raceway, September 3rd through the 4th. Get your tickets today at darlingtonraceway.com. discovers South Carolina.
Hey race fans, Alex Weaver here, host of Backseat Drivers, the show that breaks down and debates all of the top storylines in the NASCAR Cup Series. Tune in each week to hear from our resident analyst Dylan Mamba Smith and a rotation of NASCAR experts giving their hot takes.
This is professional sports. This isn't intramural football, and I'll be the cold guy that says that the winners get hired.
Be sure to check us out every Monday afternoon on NASCAR.com and YouTube, and we'll see you right back here in the backseat.
Oh, there was a crash.
Back at Daytona, the 1-to-go signal just now being given at the start-finish line as a lot of drivers will peel off the racetrack and make their way down pit lane, including Martin Truex Jr. and Chase Elliott, Steve.
Topping off with fuel. Topping off with the fuel is what they're doing for Martin Truex Jr. Ty Dillon is down here, and Chase Elliott. This challenges and changes the windows just a little bit on when you pit here as far as the pit stop within the middle of stage number 2.
Christopher Bell has
Ryan Blaney is off pit road trying to keep the damaged vehicle cloth, trying to get off pit road. He'll do it. Stays on the racetrack. A one-lap shootout for the end of the stage. Playoff points are important for Chase Elliott leading, but for Truex, it's all about just scoring points. He has to pass Blaney because therefore, if we have a new winner, you don't want to be the bottom between Blaney and Truex. So I think one lap second row. Huge playoff implications as we get ready for the restart, and it'll be one lap shootout. As I think Geico once again for our aerial coverage. Gives a great shot of this field here. From the back of here, they go one lap till the end of stage 1.
Zach.
What?
Is it weird that I'm drinking Mountain Dew for breakfast?
Oh, but when I say I want to drink soda for breakfast, you scream at me no.
Yeah, because you don't need it.
Who says you need it?
Huh?
Who says you need it?
I did.
Right now, the 9 is pushing the 22 way out front. Matter of fact, he's going to take the lead.
Stupid Joey Logano.
Decided to try for the lead. Now over the 19.
All right, guys, we just went back green.
Here in stage 1. The 22, right in the middle. He's going to block either lane, and the 22 is going to win stage 1. Truex looks like he's going to run in the 5th position. So a few points for Martin Truex Jr. That's good. Playoff points for Joey Logano. They're loving that, Rick.
All right, Bubba Wallace leads the field into turn 3. Corey LaJoie right next to him. Eric Jones and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Michael McDowell brings up the top 5 as we go into turn 3 or turn 4.
I am a ton of laps behind you.
How many laps are you behind me?
I just watched Joey Logano win stage 1.
Oh. Well, yeah, it's because you paused it.
Yeah. So don't tell me what's happening because I'm not going to understand what's happening because I'm behind you.
I'm not. I'm commentating. I am live.
On what?
YouTube.
Good for you.
So I'm not telling you, I'm commentating to my viewers.
Why?
All right, guys, we're going into what looks to be turn 2. Bubba Wallace leads the field off at turn 2. 3 wide as we go into turn 3. 3 wide coming down to the start-finish line. We got Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones fighting for the lead. Eric Jones takes the lead from Bubba Wallace. Here comes Corey LaJoie, though. He takes the lead from Eric Jones. Man, we got a four-way battle for the lead here. Here comes Eric Jones again. Being pushed by Bubba Wallace. Here comes Corey LaJoie again.
With Eric Jones leading, that's not correct out.
Who's number 17?
I can't do it.
Here comes Chris Buescher up to the top spots.
Huh?
No. They repaired that car. They got back on the racetrack. And I thought this car was done. I thought the hit it took and the damage to the right front.
Chris Buescher has made his way to the second position.
Outside line, but like there's almost more contact there. Chris Buescher getting the shot from the 40.
Can't do it. Talking about I paused it to go eat breakfast, but now I came back and now he's commenting on it, and I'm like a ton of left behind, and then I'm like, I can't do it, so I changed the channel, and then I was going to tell him I changed the channel, so now I'm live.
Zach, do you want me to just mute my microphone while I'm commentating?
No, I changed the channel. I'm back live.
Okay. Well, if you want me to mute my microphone, just tell me.
For what? I'm back live. I'm not
okay.
Kind of left behind you anymore.
Okay. If you want me to do something, just ask me. Simple.
You don't have to be a bitch about it.
I'm not.
Why would I tell you to mute if you... What's the point of you calling me if I'm just going to have you mute?
Well, I was just saying that because you're a little bit behind me. That's what I was going to say.
Not anymore, I'm not, so forget it.
Fuck it.
Stop it. Yeah, fuck it. Stop acting like a bitch. Fuck it.
I'm not. I'm just trying to be courteous.
What? What?
I was just trying to be courteous.
No, you're not.
Yes, I was.
This is pretty crazy. 3 wide, all bumper to bumper. My car's moving around.
Eric Jones has got the lead. Bubba Wallace, Stenhouse, LaJoie, and Buescher have make your top 5.
What? What the hell?
Oh, wait a second, Todd. Oh, wait a second. Buescher's falling back now. He made it to the outside line, and he's starting to fall back. Chase Elliott, though, making up tons of positions now in the number 19th spot.
How the hell did he get back there?
He made it back there, I'm guessing, for pit stops, Zach. I don't know. Chase Elliott now up to 13th. He is flying to the front.
Go, Chase
Elliott, who led lap early on, 28 laps. He's fired back here in the field.
Oh, never mind. Chase Elliott's falling back again.
Great.
I see guys and the lead there. This stuff.
Oh, Chase Elliott's moving up again. He's up to 18th. Kyle Busch, though, has made up quite a few spots, too. He's up to 21st. Even though I don't like him, I have to applaud him for his toughness out there on the racetrack. Because Kyle Busch did start the rear after those pit stops, but he has made up quite a few spots. So I have to applaud him at least for that. Because I'm a good sport, Zach.
Okay. Go call Connor, Kyle Busch fan.
I'm not a Kyle Busch fan. I'm just saying, even though I don't like him. No, listen! Listen to me! I said, even though I don't like him, I have to applaud his effort. Because I am a good sport.
Like him gets the balls to applaud him. Wow.
So I have to applaud his efforts, though.
You know, a true Kyle Busch fan would only applaud him.
No. Zach. I'm not saying I'm a Kyle Busch fan. I'm just being a good sport and applauding the other team. Even though I don't like him.
Sport, Kyle.
Zach, I'm just commentating. I can talk all the shit I want after the race, but today I'm commentating, so I'm going to applaud every single team out there.
You know, that's why I'm not never commentate because of that.
All right, guys, we went to commercial again. So I got to, let me check the comments, see who's all chatting. Oh, Mike is here. Hey, Mike, beans, and then a face. That's pretty cool. Did he get back to me? Let me see what time these operations are at. What time did he say they were at? Oh, at 3 p.m.
Scan this code, or do you remember today at cnbc.com/pro.
17 to go. Wait. We got 43 laps to go in stage 3. Eric Jones is holding a pretty good lead. But here comes Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher is passing him on the inside. Chris Buescher will take the lead.
Who won stage 2?
Stage 2 is not over yet, Zach. We're 18 laps into stage 2.
You just said 48 laps to go in stage 3.
No, I said stage 2.
No, you didn't. I can go back on your live and record that.
So 42 laps to go now in stage 2.
That's not what
Chris
you said.
Buescher and Eric Jones are fighting for the lead here. Chris Buescher will jump ahead again, but here comes Eric Jones fighting back. So we have a huge battle for the lead right now between Eric Jones and Chris Buescher as they cross the start-finish line and go into lap 19 of stage 2. Eric Jones is now starting to pull away, but once again, here comes Chris Buescher on the inside, passes him again. Man, this is getting to be an intense race for the lead here, as Eric Jones and Chris Buescher lead the field down the back straightaway into turn 3. Buescher is passing him on the inside. Chris Buescher will take the lead.
Stage 2.
Stage 2 is not over yet. Holding a pretty good lead.
Todd Gilliland also playoff eligible.
17 to go. Wait. We have 43 laps to go in stage 3. Eric Jones. Oh, I did say it. Huh. Interesting. I meant to say stage 2. Whoa, Chris Buescher has fallen back a few spots. Outside line finally getting some momentum here as we go into turn 2. Outside line finally getting some momentum here. The surprised to see the outside line finally getting some action here. Okay, Zach, you don't have to keep repeating it. Whoa, William Byron made a huge jump. He's up to the second position now. With Alex Bowman right behind him. Alex Bowman's up to 4th.
So how's your 40 laps to go in stage 3 going?
Zach, shut up! Zach, you're gonna get beat up here in a second. Or I'm gonna banish you from the. Or I'm gonna banish you. Whoa! Eric Jones goes down to block as William Byron tries to take the lead here. Now Eric Jones goes down and blocks.
Stage 3.
Zach, shut up.
Fine.
Whoa! William Byron and Eric Jones pulls away from the field as they go into turn 3. But here comes Chris Buescher coming right up behind them. As they come out of turn 4 heading for the start-finish line.
Those are the moments. I mean, I had to make that same decision.
Here comes Alex Bowman up to the 2nd position. But Eric Jones goes up and blocks yet again. Man, Eric Jones is blocking, trying to hold that lead from the 2 Hendrick drivers as we just come out of turn 2. Right now, it is all Eric Jones in the lead as we go into turn 3. Oh, here comes William Byron. William Byron's got to run on the lower side. William Byron will take the lead. But here comes Eric Jones again as they come out of turn 4. Here comes Eric Jones again. He's going to take the lead again. But William Byron is fighting back. Here comes William Byron. Byron to the lead. But once again, here comes Eric Jones on the outside line as it's just a battle. It's just a huge battle for the lead right now. Chris Buescher's trying to push everything he's got to William Byron. Alex Bowman is pushing everything he's got into Eric Jones as we enter turn 3. William Byron is showing us the first position, but once again, here comes Eric Jones. And Eric Jones will get just ahead of William Byron to be able to start blocking. But once again, here comes William Byron once again on the inside lane. William Byron is giving it everything he's got to get that lead position away from Eric Jones. Whoa, we got some shifting going around there as we come down the back straightaway.
Ultimately, sometimes your car just drives better when you don't get that thing on the left side.
William Byron is showing as the leader, but let's see, can William Byron secure that lead? Nope, here comes Eric Jones being pushed by Alex Bowman as we go across the start-finish line.
You're very reluctant to push it, Dave, but if it's steady and calm, you have a lot of confidence.
Yeah, Jeff, I think you're talking about 24 there. No confidence moving up in the first stage, and now much better. They made an adjustment on that 24 car. And William is very good at this discipline.
Here we go into turn 2. William Byron, Eric Jones still battling for the lead from their pushers, Alex Bowman and Chris Buescher. Eric Jones has secured the lead, but once again, here comes William Byron. Oh, Eric Jones goes down to block. Let's see if William Byron can pull off a huge shift here to get into the lead position. There goes Eric Jones up to block Alex Bowman. Here comes William Byron.
With Alex Bowman on the high line, now working with William Byron on the low line, and Mike Herman, the spotter, will say off of it. So he gets on for about 3-4 seconds. He'll push the 24, and then he'll hop off of it. That's what they're doing on the high line right now with Eric Jones and Alex Bowman.
Well, the concern with that, Ken, is if you look at these cars in the garage area, the bumpers are anything but square. They're very curved if you look for a rub, so it's very easy to get...
Alex Bowman has fallen back is still in third, but here comes William Byron. Pushing Eric... Whoa, Ryan Blaney goes up the racetrack. He's getting lapped right now by all the other cars. Whoa, Ryan Blaney's about to lose his hood here. Zach, was Ryan Blaney involved in the wreck?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And you got a new guy behind you. You don't have time to give that information. You see that Ryan Blaney,
am I hearing a possible black flag for Ryan Blaney, maybe?
This thing moves up and down by himself. It's a little bit calmer. NASCAR's Eric let this 12 car know next time you come to pit road, work a plan. We want to see that more secure. We're not going to blindside you because he's been riding around and hasn't come off. But in the draft, it's crazy. I think he's almost better off to be riding by himself, even though he's losing time.
Eric Jones out in front of Daytona. Again, just 34 laps to go at stage 2.
Oh, wow, he's wrong because Josh said there's 40 laps to go in stage 3.
Zach, shut up.
So who's wrong and who's right here?
Why?
It's okay.
It's not complicated. New and existing customers get a free Galaxy Z Flip 4 with the Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
All right, guys, we are in commercial again. I'm just gonna check a few things and I'll see who's all commenting. Nope, still no one's commented yet. Ooh, 265 is south by 507. I might actually maybe go out for him. I don't know. I might actually go out for him. But he doesn't have my favorite SD60 in the lead, though. That's sad. He doesn't have the one with the RS5T, which is 6957, but that's okay. So, Zach.
Hi.
Hi. So, Zach.
So, Josh.
So, Zach.
So, Josh.
So, Zach.
So, Josh.
So, Zach. So, Zach.
What?
Hi.
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 Oh, we are back from commercial. And we've had a huge change here. The outside line has jumped way ahead here. We have now in the top 10, Hamlin, Logano, Burton, Kyle Busch, Hemrick, Chastain, Haley, Gilliland, Harvick. Oh, Bowman jumped up, and now Harvick brings up the top 10. I guess we had a huge thing must have happened during the commercial break here. Something must have happened.
Of course, Logano was up there. Shocker.
Well, you won't believe who's in the lead, though.
Who?
FedEx.
Of course. I thought he was in that same wreck with Ryan Blaney. How?
It's all right. Elliott's back to 21st.
Of course,
he should be making his way up there. I'm not too sure what line he's
they're
in.
all freight training, so they're stuck like
No,
this.
they're not, Zach. It's still. It's. Oh, whoa! Here comes the inside line. Who's the American flag car? Oh, here comes Ross Chastain, leading the inside line towards the front. Possible Ross Chastain will be battling for the lead here.
Running in the third position right now with a 21. He had a great first stage, finished third in stage 1, and now running in that third spot up on the high line.
So it looks like a little pushing was going on, and a little bit of loose traction happened to make the inside line fall back a little bit. That's what happened during the commercial, I guess. But Ross Chastain is leading the inside lane towards the front here, followed by Alex Bowman, Eric Jones, William Byron.
Get out of the way. Hang a left. You know it's safe down there. So see the 24 up the racetrack? Busher had nothing to do. Just
We have 28 laps, 27 left. We're going into 26 laps to go in stage number 2. Denny Hamlin is still holding the lead, but the inside lane is trying to find some life here.
He's bringing Bowman, all those guys along with him. They're inching back forward to make this 2x2 fight for the lead. A little bit of gap between the 1, the 48, the 43 on the inside line. They're starting to close that back up. That'll create a little energy and they'll move forward.
Whoa, we just lost Eric Jones again.
But it is a slow process with this car. Side draft's a little less than with the traditional older car. Can't really use, you don't see as much guys moving around the side draft each other as much as you used to. Check this out as we ride along with Daniel Suarez, Coca-Cola Zero Sugar Can.
There we go, 26 laps to go in stage number 2. I guess it was 27 the last time they crossed. But now it's down to 26 laps to go in stage number 2. Denny Hamlin holding a good lead, but the inside lane has started to fall back again. But, well, where did Ross Chastain go? Ross Chastain moved up to the outside lane. And so did Alex Bowman and William Byron.
Falling apart right now. 16 car. Henrik goes down to lead that line.
They realized that the inside lane does not have enough life, so they jumped up to the outside lane.
Like anybody really wants or believes that this 16 car can take them to the front.
Outside line has gained a lot of momentum.
Really well right there. Right turn left. Saw gap at the top. Gonna jump to the top. Yeah, it's interesting when a car that nobody really knows well or trusts as far as the pacing speed starts to lead a line. Everybody fails on that.
Right now, it is all Fords and Toyotas bringing up the top 5 right now. Wait, hold on. Is 31 a Chevy? Yeah, 31's a Chevy. Never mind. It's just Toyotas and Fords bringing up the top 4. But number 31, Justin Haley, brings up the 5th position, right behind Kyle Busch. I guess the rain has lit up because it's not raining anymore, so the race is still going. Let's listen into Eric Jones if you can hear it.
Race car just a little bit tight right now. They've got that top lane behind that 21, but obviously got that in to make passes here. We saw Eric Jones up toward the front most of this race, but the last couple laps pulled over on the back straightaway, lifted, dropped all the way to the back. Let's listen to the 43 radio. I'll let Brandon know. Man, that is wild. And this is, we just never hear about cars having handling issues in Daytona. With the repaint, we had a lot of grip.
Chase Elliott moving up some spots. He's up to the number 18th position.
Running this race during the day has been a challenge for these drivers, Parker.
Chase Elliott not very good at Daytona recently, but Chase Elliott is going to hopefully get the job done today. Hoping he will. He is now... He's not even in the top 20 anymore. He must have fallen back again. Yep, he is back to 21st. 21st, I mean, not 21st. 20. He just moved back to 22nd, so I'm guessing he jumped into the inside lane. Yeah, Chase Elliott just jumped, I believe, leading the inside lane. Bad idea for Chase Elliott to do... Oh, no, Chase Elliott's still up in the outside lane, but I think the outside lane's starting to lose momentum.
We see almost every super speedway race, green flag stop. People get themselves in trouble trying to get on pit road. Yeah, 10 laps until pit stop. Splash of gas if you want to win the stage. 4 tires if you're prepared for the end of the race.
Better than never being lost. Does it get better than not terrible parking yourself? That's the aspect. Eating your dog from 50 miles away? Yes, exactly. At Buick, we see a future that's even better. Because the life-enhancing innovations we never even dreamed of, Buick is giving them every day. Facing expensive vitamin C things with dull results? Olay brightens it up with Olay Vitamin C. Gives you 2 times brighter skin. Hydrates better than the $100, $200, even $400 cream. See, my skin looks more even and way brighter. Dullness? So, turn up your results with Olay Vitamin C. My skin can face anything. Shop the full vitamin C collection at Olay.com.
This is a safe space. For everyone. It's time to play.
We need a counter here.
I'd like to attend.
My work is to facilitate a dialogue. All of us are better off when we're around people with different perspectives. And the only way we speak truth to power is by understanding all sides of an argument.
Oh, Zach, didn't realize you were watching. I just saw your comment.
We've all been best friends for 8 years. Really high school kids.
I just drive a race car.
It is always started with a call to serve. Fighting for our nation. We never really finish. Serving communities across our country. This is simple things. Always remembers.
The Toyotas are starting to make their way into pit lane for their green flag pit stops.
Nobody cares. F Toyota.
Man, no tires for Denny Hamlin, no tires for Martin Truex,
Fuck
and no
Hamlin, fuck
tires
Truex.
for any of the Toyotas as they exit pit road.
Fuck Toyota.
Hey, Ricky, you see just fuel going in that 18.
Joey Logano's now in the lead.
Fuck Joey
Let's see
Logano.
who's going to be the next players in the pit road here. See who's going to be the next drivers in the pit road as they... Let's see here. Let's see how they all cycle around. Chase Elliott up to 13th.
Yeah,
now
because
up to
cars are
12th.
pitting and he hasn't pitted yet. So
yeah, I know. So we're going to see how they all cycle around here in these last 18 or 16 laps in stage number 2. We'll see how they all cycle.
I thought there would be another wave of cars to pit right there, but they stay together. Very organized. Why that hurts the Toyotas is this group right here is running way faster than these 3 little Toyotas. Right? These 3 guys are organized, but look at this monstrous pack. Very organized, single file.
Whoa, we have a bunch of cars coming. Whoa, like almost the whole field is coming into pit road now. Holy crap. We got a whole bunch. Dude, I've never seen this. Like at least almost 20 cars just came into pit road.
Now here they go. We saw the hands out the window. How many are going to turn left? 5, 8, 10. We'll call it the whole field.
Chase Elliott getting fuel only again. Fuel only for Chase Elliott as they come off of pit road. Chase Elliott gained a bunch of spots. He is in the 3rd position. Here come the Toyotas, though, as they race past the field.
Penalty for Joey Logano, too fast entering.
Joey Logano too fast entering?
I wish. Penalize the 22. Do it. Do it. Do it. Penalize the 18, 11, 22, 4.
I think it happened because Joey Logano just went up top. I think it did happen.
No, I didn't. I'm just being wishful.
Chase Elliott to the lead. Chase Elliott up to the lead with 16 to go. No, with 14 to go. In stage number 2, right? Elliott is leading the field once again here at Daytona.
Oh, awesome. Chase Elliott in the lead with 16 to go in stage 3, right?
No, shut up. Here come the Toyotas, though. They're racing up the field again. Let's see what Elliott's going to do with Kyle Busch coming down the outside. Oh, did Chase Elliott just go up and block? Yeah, but here comes Tyler Reddick. Chase Elliott made a bad decision there because now he's out on the outs. Oh, wait, no. That was Tyler Reddick that went up and blocked. Elliott is still in the lead. It's kind of hard to tell because Elliott and Tyler Reddick both look like they have the same exact paint on their cars. Yeah, Zach, yeah. Oh, wait, no, they just have the same colors but different sponsors. Here comes Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott battling for the lead now. Oh, no. Tyler Reddick just got pushed up. There goes Kyle Busch right ahead of him. The outside lane is starting to make momentum here. Shoot.
And he's getting pushed to the front of the field now. 47 car. Second row back, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. We see every time we come to play to Super Speedway races, he is in the middle of it. He's worked himself up to the front of this pack. He's going to be aggressive. He has to win. He wants to make the playoffs. He's really good at this. And he's really good at it by pushing the issue. He's going to outside last. Toyotas. I'm impressed. They've been able to clear at least 2 cars, almost 3 on Chase Elliott on the bottom.
Of course.
Well, hey, Zach, at least we got a Chevy out front. We're good.
In the playoffs, Tyler Reddick has a very weird feeling race car all day long as you see him get the push from Kyle Busch there. The steering is giving him no feedback. He's trying to give Randall Burnett, his crew chief, different ways of describing what's going on there. He said it feels like the torsion bar is rubber. There's usually just a little bit of flex there. So Reddick to the front with kind of a weird race car right now. You can see that car moving around. He's got his hands full, mainly because of Kyle Busch right on his back bumper through the corners. We've heard drivers complain about being pushed in the corner. I don't think Kyle's actually making contact in the corners, but it's really upset this 8 car how close this 18 is to the back bumper. You see it right there. Not quite pushing him, but close enough to make that car really loose. And a little look into the future right here. Tyler Reddick announcing he is signed with Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan.
Here comes the inside line, though. They're starting to make it up.
Fuck Toyota.
No, Toyota's not in the lead right now, Zach. Relax.
Don't tell me what to do.
I just did.
Playoffs right now. Mark Truex Jr., who is 4th back in that outside line, needing every point he can get. Guys, you can feel the intensity picking up. You know, as we come 10 to go in this stage, laps keep winding down at the end of this race. You can just feel the intensity picking up. You can see it in the moves the drivers are making. Past the halfway point of the race, it will be official if there was weather that came in the area. Right now, everything's looking good on the radar. Reddick is clear now, and the move down to the inside line in front of Chase Elliott. That leaves that outside line open for Denny Hamlin to push his team.
Here comes Chase Elliott. The inside line starting to gain momentum once again as we go to commercial.
If you thought it was aggressive before, but with Tyler Reddick up in front, you're going to see what aggression looks like from the leader. He will cross lanes quicker than anybody, make moves quicker than anybody. A big push there from the 18. Tyler Reddick on the outside. On that inside, it is still the 9 of Chase Elliott.
Those Toyotas are going to cause a wreck with Chase Elliott, and I swear to God.
I bet you probably they will.
If Chase Elliott gets involved in a wreck, it's probably colorless ball anyway.
Huh?
I think Hamlin is the one who started that huge wreck earlier.
Yeah, I think so.
He was pushing Jones. Jones got loose, and Hamlin checked up or something, and that cornering the whole field.
Yeah.
Hamlin did it on purpose. He's trying to wreck everybody so he gets the best chance of winning.
Zach, you planning on going out rail fanning at all today?
Probably not. I want to.
Well, 48's almost to Syracuse. He's 15 minutes late.
Yeah, so.
But I have no idea what he's got for power today. I have not heard, so.
I know what he has for power.
What?
AMTK something, AMTK something.
Shut up.
They're probably P42s. They're probably,
Well, I'm going to check and see if anyone's posted
they're
anything
probably
about it.
Phase 5.
Zach, shut up.
They got the word Amtrak on it.
Zach, shut up.
Why? I'm just telling you what I know.
Oh, wait, this is actually the wrong one. Oh, that's the wrong group.
Look at all the cars on auto trading. New cars, used cars, electric cars. I can buy them from home.
Scholarships are still available. Get your offer now at gcu.edu/myoffer.
No one's even posted on the Fairport sheet.
Lakeshore Limited east by northeast with 100 leading.
Oh, nice.
Amtrak 48's got the Midnight Blue leading today. Just letting you know. I mean, you've always seen it, so it doesn't really matter to you.
I've seen it 7 times.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter to you. So I found out for you there. There's your 48 for today. All right, we are back up. Chase Elliott. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Right? Chase Elliott. Oh, no, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch fighting for the lead right now. 5 to go.
Daytona Pro classes are racing right now. Porsche, they've clinched the championship in the GTD Pro, but a lot of fun. The IMSA WeatherTech Series.
Let's see, what will Elliott do here? Kyle Busch falling back.
What?
Kyle Busch falling. Oh, nope, here comes Denny Hamlin pushing Kyle Busch to the lead.
Oh, great, of course.
Coming up on 4 to go in stage number 2. Tyler Reddick leading the pack right now. Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch fighting for the lead.
Of course, where's Chase Elliott?
Chase Elliott's right behind Tyler Reddick.
Crash your motherfucking Toyotas. Jesus.
Toyotas get pushed out to the lead. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch. Or should I say Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin. But here comes the inside lane again. Oh, Kyle Busch goes down to block Tyler Reddick.
Of course, Kyle Busch is going to win. Yay! That's it. I rage quit. I can't take this bullshit.
Decided against it. Going to stay up top. Get back here and get his help. Wasn't clear. Now goes down there. Yeah, now he's going to block that inside line.
And the outside line is slowing down.
Not enough.
Great. Kyle Busch is going to win stage 2. Great.
That's what I just said.
Right now, Tyler Reddick racing for RCR. He jumps up into the Toyota line. Never thought I'd say this, but a stage win, I think, would build some momentum for the 18. It has been a rough summer for contract negotiations, a big storyline. Just a stage win, I think, could be enough.
Great. The Toyotas just bumped Tyler Reddick out of the top 5.
Because Toyotas are fucking douchebags.
Yes, they are.
Moving out of the inside line. It really disturbed everything happening there, took all the energy out of it. And Reddick, the Chevrolet, gets up here into the Toyota line, but they're going to boot him out. Yeah, they shuffled him out. And that's going to pick this inside line momentum back up. Now look at all of it driving to the bottom. It's 4 Toyotas once again. 1, 2, 3, 4 here.
Of course it is.
Chase Elliott doing Chase Elliott things. He's never one to ride in line. He's always trying to push the issue. He jumped to it outside trying to be the leader of that line. We never see him just content. He's always changing lanes trying to make something happen. And so is the 22. Logano jumps out of line on that inside. He gets in front of Elliott.
Fuck you, Joey Logano.
Exactly.
Joey Logano just knocked Chase Elliott way towards the back now.
Of course he did.
Fuck you, Joey Logano.
What do you expect? He's always doing.
Way up the racetrack now. Hot into the middle. That's going to break it up.
And Kyle Busch is going to win stage 2. Lovely.
Yeah, Joe Logano, you fucking douchebag, and a fucking Busch wins the stage.
Kyle Busch hasn't been able to clear the 11. The 11 running up the racetrack. What will they do for the 19? Needing the most points out of all the Toyotas. And he sidetracked him a little bit there. Kyle Busch goes a little high. Here comes
God.
the team, and it's Kyle Busch. He's going to win stage 2.
Pissing me off.
Well, we can only hope that the pit stops will do something.
His last one here was 2008. Do the numbers? That's 5,100.
No, Chase Elliott's almost last now, and then he's going to be all back there all race, and by the time he gets back until he, Joey Logano's going to be a douchebag again. And Chase Elliott can't be good on Daytona Talladega because all these fucking douchebags are have to be douchebags.
The CNBC Investment Club morning meeting. Jim Cramer and Jeff Monson live daily strategy session inside market futures making for share. Morning meeting. Scan the code to go to CNBC.com/join the club.
John and Kelly pay a lot more with AT&T, and our bill just went up. AT&T's cost surprised up to $12. With Spectrum, there are no added taxes or fees. Go to SpectrumMobile.com/save to see how much you can save by switching to Spectrum. Steve and Anna save hundreds of dollars a year with Spectrum.
Really? Yes.
And with Spectrum Mobile, you get the most reliable service coast to coast and the speed you need to stream and connect in more places. So, John and Kelly, do you want to save more? Oh yeah, we are switching to Spectrum. All right. Switch and you can save up to 60% on your mobile bill. Call, click, or visit a store today.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy. It's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions?
40% of pickup
Energy
orders
source
are online.
right now that's affordable. There is, and it's propane. Get the facts at propane.com/now.
NASCAR on CNBC is brought to you by New Coke Zero Sugar.
NASCAR on CNBC. Credit card. Someone's crushed childhood cancer.
Two winner Kyle Busch will take four. Out front, so don't touch it. I fall back the pack. I like that third. Then it's still full fuel day. Fourth stage, Martin Truex Jr. Yes, wait on the fuel, so they will change the here. Quick breaks it. The pit right in front of him. So have to be careful leading pit road. All the walls coming to pit road as well.
That's it. No sales fee, no wasted time. Straight up great cars. Track your phone to your track plan. Go to Vroom.com and pick your favorites.
Pick up there for the 34 of Michael McDowell. We'll be back for the restart.
On Vroom.com. Vroom. Get it.
What's Peacock to a Premier League fan? Take exclusive live matches and so much more. They got to it's not live.
20 seconds. I got to get
From Stanford Bridge.
Of course, I'm your big fan and cheerleader.
That is how you do a deal. Watch Shark Tank Sunday at 9 Eastern. CNBC. Get yours.
We've all been best friends for 8 years.
Challenging to say the least. As you keep moving forward, let Hasselson's be your Hudson partner to help make every day better with hot water therapy. Hasselson's been locally owned and operated for over 65 years, so Hasselson's is the name
My
to trust
work
today,
is to
tomorrow,
facilitate a
years to come.
dialogue.
Hasselson's has
All of us are better off when we go around
delivery.
different
Hasselson's also offers 0% interest rate financing for
power
5
by
years.
understanding
As well as a
all sides.
Let's start reducing stress and relieving anxiety today with your very own Hasselson's Hot Tub. Remember, it's always fun to poke in the corners at Hasselson's.
Attention, did you or
For
a loved
everyone.
one live at or near Grant Base Camp Lejeune in North Carolina between 1953 and 1987? If so, listen closely for this important legal announcement. From 1953 to 1987, Marines and their family members at Camp Lejeune drank water that was contaminated with poisonous toxins. The toxins found in the water at Camp Lejeune may cause health issues. Besides life, types and health issues associated with water at Camp Lejeune are numerous. If you or a loved one lived near Camp Lejeune between 1953 to 87, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation without going to court, even if you were turned over. So new law would allow you to file a claim today.
When we're in our car and on the go, that's when you can do a setup.
Call the Negligence Network
This
to
little
find out
laptop tray
if you're eligible for
and
financial
a lot
compensation.
of
There's
death.
no
And it's
need
all
to file a case. Call 1-800-469-4949.
check out
That's 1-800-469-49. 1-800-469-49.
We're mapping the schedule.
With airheads, you can't not play. Even in a skip match.
Airheads have more fun.
We're mapping the schedule presented by Advanced Auto Parts. Advanced Auto Parts. There for all your car needs.
What's hanging?
When you go through the feet.
Yep.
You see that inclement weather that is to the north most of the beach crew chiefs.
What do you say about rain over there in Curry? Now.
And he's up front.
Great, in my eyes, great strategy by those guys. Al, Busher, why not stay out? Who knows what's going to happen? Well, Ty was running 19. Ty Dillon was saying, oh, look, he's going to commit. Start talking about it, the rain's on here. I'm not giving up on this strategy. Oh, Ty, you had us convinced. Remember, it's not just rain, it's that Christmas thing. Started up and maybe do it before. Now, he's on much of anybody else, but I'd like to see those guys play that strategy.
That was one strategy.
And you all have played how it started.
Right up front for right now. We'll see what happens next. Junior, we watched this tape.
How it started, teammate Denny Hamlin going slow a couple of times there to help Martin Truex get those 9 stage points. How it's going? Right up front for right now. We'll see what happens next. All right, so the thank you on the all right, yeah, Junior, we watched this take you through. We have Hamlin on the bottom lane. How did he work it so magically to help teammate 19? Well, he's lined up with his teammate. That line. You know what? I'll pull up here.
It's easy to say, hey, help your guy out, but then
sitting in front of this 22 minutes. He's a little push. And he probably wasn't expecting from the 22. So he's like, hey, let's go. Let's go front. And he's like, I'm not going to do that. A little sidetrack with the first front. Again, you'll see right here. He kind of moves the middle. Go and see what's going on. Go to the outside.
All right. Stage 3 is now underway.
Easy to say, hey, help your guy out. But then
Rain's in the area. It's going to rain. Toyota wins. Race over.
No.
I'm going to throw a fucking fit. I'm rage quitting. Bye.
No, you're not.
Now the field. Coming up on the Geico
Going
restart
back.
zone to get
Can't deal with shit.
Hey, good dog. Ooh, Kyle Busch had a penalty.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, he did. He had to start in the back. I'm being legit serious, dude.
Inside lane and running strong with it. Let's see how the Penske cars that are teamed up here, they can help push that 34.
Toyota's organized up top. One Toyota missing 18 of Kyle Busch. Too fast entering. The penalty puts him back to 31st.
See, told ya. I told ya.
There he is.
You should start believing me.
Comes up to Ty Dillon at 42.
Oh, Austin Cindric's back up top. Wow. Whoa, we got a wreck.
Oh, no.
William Byron was involved.
Of course it was.
Ross Chastain was involved. William Byron was involved. Martin Truex was involved.
Yeah.
Guys, if you saw them get rid of that Ford or Mike McDowell, the two Let's see if 19 gets any big damage right here so far. Doesn't like any big hits. Oh, right front.
The right front fender torn off. And so the caution comes out with 59 laps to go. Martin Truex Jr.
What about Hamlin?
I have no idea. I didn't see Hamlin involved, but we'll
God
see.
damn it.
I'm sure. We're going to go back to the restart. Hold on. Let me go back
No,
and see
he's
if they do a
probably
replay.
sitting in the lead still.
Hang on. Hold on. Let me see if he's... Let me see if they show a replay.
No,
Hold on a
he's still in
second.
the lead.
Hold on!
No, I know.
Let's see.
I don't agree. Well, his back were fast. That's how it was. But he was really good up front. I mean, if he goes back...
Hamlin just barely escaped it.
Yeah,
what?
Hamlin barely escaped it.
Of course he did. Damn it.
Either way, he's wrecked with the right way. At this point, either way, you noticed the debate you just heard? This is what every crew chief and driver does in the field. You heard Truex. He said it. We shouldn't have been up there. Reddick just clipped at the back bumper of McDowell.
Chase Elliott escaped it, though.
Yeah, that's good.
Chase Elliott escaped. I'm sure he gained quite a few spots from that.
It doesn't matter. That fucking 11's going to win anyway.
And it becomes 3 wide.
Or Joey Logano.
Yeah, Chase Elliott gained a whole bunch of positions from that.
Doesn't
He's
matter.
now up to
Logano
12.
and Hamlin are still in the lead.
Chase Elliott's up to 12. No, it's right now, top 5 is Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, Ricky Stenhouse, and Austin Cindric. He's not even in the top 5. We're good.
Okay, but I was right about fucking Joey Logano.
Don't worry, Zach. I think we still got a pretty good chance to do this, bud.
No, we don't.
We do. I think we do, bud.
We'll just move them out of the lane like before.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, bud. Hold on.
Damage on the 19. He's trying to get back in the pits. Without tearing up more of that. Trying to go as slow as he can without having that right front tire. You see the tire trying to... All right, you mentioned, let's find Warren. Take a second here. The 19 is right here. So
Man, William Byron was doing really good today. He was doing good. Now all of a sudden he's out. Actually, I don't know if he's out of the race, but he might be. I have no idea. I guess we'll find out here if William Byron's out of the race. Wow, Corey LaJoy, number 7, was involved too.
I know.
Shot into the right, he tried to get slowed down to keep from hitting the wall and came back across the racetrack. Look at that tire pop and blow that right front fender off. I was like, did he make contact with the right front fender on the wall or what happened there? Right here, watch this right front fender. Boom, boom. That's it. Wow. So I was wondering where the fender got involved. That's crazy. So Steve, the great thing for Martin Truex Jr. is he said the steering's fine. Yeah. So right now that means they've got body.
Ross Chastain's out of the race. They're getting ready to tow him.
It's okay. If he can get himself in the middle of the pack, he can keep up with this pack with that right front fender off. It would have been just fine there. One car radio. Yeah. Well, you always dissect the wreck. Yeah. And we had a debate on whether you should be there or not. But listen, this debate we had up here, we have a heated debate. We have really no chips on the table. That's the pressure these guys have put under the ton of Daytona. You know what it takes to run well, but you know the risks you take to put yourself in that position. And there's no good answer. We've seen drivers ride around in the back, find a way to win. We've seen drivers ride around in the back, find themselves in a wreck. And there's just, you don't know what's going to happen. You have no way of predicting it.
Ross Chastain involved in this one, and looks like the record's coming to pick him up. He's on the apron. Dave.
And if you, by the way, if you talk to James Small, the crew chief, about their philosophy, even at this point in the race, going for it and racing up front has worked better for them than hanging back in the past. Although I don't know with that bucket of points if that's debatable today. As far as the car goes, you heard it. Steering is good. He thought the quote left rear might be out a little bit, so they'll come back down here again. It had vibration, but Martin attributes that to the left side tires, which have not been changed yet. They'll come down, work on it some more here, and see what they can scrape together. Remember, 16 stage points earned already today. That was the good news. This wreck, the bad news so far from Martin Truex.
All right, guys, we're going to commercial again.
Great, now it's gonna take forever to clean up this wreck, and it's gonna start raining, which will not normally.
So another big one happens. The fourth caution of the day at Daytona.
Right now, get 0% financing for 72 months plus no monthly payments for 90 days on the
When you hear best in class range,
It was a sight to see. 26
Did you know your skin has a night mode? It's why I use Olay Retinol 24. Skin cells really want to sleep, so I wake up to smoother, brighter skin. Olay Retinol 24 is to boost my sleep night after night. No wonder it was awarded best night cream.
So, John and Kelly, do you want to save more?
Tonight, power up your skincare routine with Olay. Night mode, activated. Olay. Faith and soul.
Our job is to bring you the facts of the day.
What? Reception reach out photo puts our business on the best of TV and streaming. Could do it yourself, run on our computer, and you can afford it. You're me? And you? Verizon. The ad portal helps us grow. It targets customers right down to the zip code. You came back in time. Wait, right down to the zip code? And puts me in the ads. Customers love him.
Advertise on live TV and streaming. The future of your business will thank you. Spectrum Reach, one advertising partner, and done.
It has always started with the call to serve, fighting and winning for our nation. Urban communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis. Always, always on. Find your purpose at Accreditation University. Visit gcu.edu.
All the cars are auto fit. New cars, electric cars. I can buy them from home. NASCAR on CNBC. Brought by headline. No zero sugar. Out affordable. So Rick just saw another, the second car wreck here. So I think it's time. Let's talk about this next gen car. There's been much made about wheels and different things. Let's take a look at our Toyota virtual car. Talk about the safety aspect of this next gen car when it comes to aerodynamics. When cars get backwards, the goal is to put them on the racetrack. We don't like to see them get up in the air. Much like the old car, this car has hood flaps, space open, and take the high pressure area out from underneath the hood. They also have roof flaps, much like the old car. One thing that's very different, though, in the next gen car is this right here. You're going to see this green cable that is connected to the right side flap. What happens is when that right side flap opens, it pulls this cable, and it actually also releases a flap down in the diffuser. So remember, the bottom of this car, very, very, very smooth. So the right side flap opens, cable pulls, boom. The flap goes down on the diffuser to try to slow the air down with the whole goal of keeping cars on the racing surface. We saw this example back in February. We've seen a couple times today. This is the Daytona 500. Tyler Reddick spins around. We're going to take a quick look at this. Spins around. We see it right here, right? Roof flaps down right here to the diffuser. Everything looks normal. And spins around a little bit further. Both roof flaps comes up, and bang, there comes that trap door. Now it's down below the bumper, slowing the air down. That matters. Because when this car hits the wall, once it starts to climb, T-Rex pushes them. That car is trying to the ground. Those flaps kept it on the ground. Now, unfortunately, they are designed to help, but the risk still exists. Contact with other cars will reach you upside down. Harrison diverged onto a back in February. Basically, an air situation with contact with another car, a quick flip over, landing directly on its roof. The young driver climbs out. The roof stays intact. So the right rear of that car tries to leave the ground when the flaps basically pop up. The car sets back down at 160, 170 miles an hour. Race cars are great, but they're great on the racing surface. Safer for everyone if they don't get in the air.
Now, Steve, remember, a commercial airliner, which weighs tons and tons and tons, it actually lifts off the ground at 170 miles an hour. These cars are going 193 miles an hour, and they're keeping them on the ground.
And just to clean up the whole story, so here are the roof flaps on the 9, right? Here's one, here's the other. Basically, the idea is there's two of them. If they're not open to the inside, right? That's a carbon box, and that's a carbon box. This has nothing to do with like letting air out of where the driver is sitting. They are purely changing the speed. You sit on an airplane and you look out at the back of the wing when those flaps go up and down when you're landing or taking off. It's the same idea. These are designed to change the airspeed of these cars when they're backwards. You can see the cable actually right there as well. There's the cable that's in there. The whole system was a addition to this new car that worked very well.
Back underway at Daytona. Leading the field now 2 by 2.
Crash Logano human.
Not yet.
Crash fuckers.
I want them to, yes.
Crash you fuckers. Crash you motherfuckers. Do it. Now. Do it. Spin out. Pop a tire. Blow an engine. Do something. Please. Pick up Kyle Busch while you're at it.
Really good push from this 47 car to the back of Reddick. Clears Reddick. Reddick goes to the bottom here.
Yeah, it was slow. fuck, he's still in the lead. Damn it.
Down. Lock at 22. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. at 47 car. Remember, he was leading the Daytona 500 late. When Brett Keselowski was trying to push him from behind, ended up spinning him out, giving Brett. He knows how to get around this racetrack. See all the pushing, how the cars are moving around. And they back straightaway. No, Rick, I hate to say these words on national television, but I'm going to say I think Jeff Burton was right. Because now that the field resets, 4 points between Truex and Blaney. So the argument of not being in the pack for Truex might have been the right argument, but that'll be the only time I meant that in the public. And Jeff was right.
It has been recorded, too. So the problem now is he can hold it against you forever.
Well, rarely does nothing of that have to happen.
The 22 of Logano leading that inside line, leading here at Daytona. But the outside line now getting some more momentum. Here comes Reddick.
You don't know where this race might end.
Here, 51 to go. We talked about the weather that's in the crew chiefs and teams not worried about the weather being rain here at the racetrack. What they are worried about is lightning from that storm. If it's 8 miles from the track, they would have to shut the race down. They told Bubba Wallace before they went. The 22 right there down into turn 1. I'm convinced that weather concern is what caused that last race. These drivers aren't looking at 50 to go. They're concerned this race is at any moment. That efficiency level is going to be picked up. Oh, Logano got pushed hard right there. Almost kind of ready.
Just before he got into the side of the end, for the 40 once again, Alex Bowman. Another shove. They go through 3 and 4 and back out onto the front stretch here at Daytona. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has won at this racetrack and Talladega.
More movement from 22. And further in the back, Kyle Busch runs up from the back to that outside lane. Third lane. He's jumping on the outside of guys, trying to recruit enough drivers to invest in his upper lane. To the front.
Since the team had not learned that he described the car as sketchy. Both speed in the car, but left out some drivability. So they built drivability into it for this weekend, and then day race drivers, you know that if he didn't have that,
trying to get that third lane going.
Look at this. Bubba Wallace side.
Dave.
Behind the 8, Bubba Wallace up to second.
Team had not learned February here at Daytona.
Elliott up to 7th.
Yeah. Left out some drivability. So they built drivability into it for this weekend, and then going from a night race to a day race. Drivers, you know that. If he didn't have that drivability, they're even in trouble today. It feels like a wreck. And look at this. Bubba Wallace to the inside.
Tucks in behind the 8. Bubba Wallace up to
now we got a 3 wide now. We got a third line coming up there. Chris goes 14. Cole Custer behind him.
Stenhouse Jr. way up the racetrack, almost into the 14.
Moving out of line once again. That's the 47. Stenhouse Jr. He's trying to see some momentum work. High line.
And now it's there. Bubba Wallace back to the bottom of the racetrack. Looks like 3 minutes around here. Back to that 48. Oh, there again.
Logano almost into the wall. And moving on the line once again. Momentum work that high line.
Hard to the left there.
Ilo Reddick. Bubba Wallace running up front 1-2.
Oh, to the bottom of the racetrack.
Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace, they're lined up on the inside. Austin Cindric in the 2.
Alex Bowman's up front.
Yeah.
It's such quick decisions you have to make. Look at Bubba Wallace. What he's going to do now.
A wreck's going to happen any minute.
Bubba hard to the left there. Off the nose of the 48. And now, once again, Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace, they're lined up on the inside. Austin Cindric, 2 trying to push, but now it's going to be 3 wide. As Denny Hamlin goes to the middle, he sees the 9 of Elliott and wants to jump in front of that car.
Oh, this is going to be an intense race now.
It's either going to lightning, rain, or a wreck's going to happen at any minute. Probably. No, don't go to commercial. Fuck! God, Tracer, let's get wrecked, isn't he?
The morning meeting. Scan the code or go to cnbc.com/join the club. Are you hooked on this classic Dateline mystery? I'm Keith Morrison, inviting you back anytime. Dateline 24/7. True crime mystery. True crime original. This is safe space. For everyone. 7 to play. I'd like to test here, and I'm at my
You know the future? Did you know I needed to W30?
And it is unplugged. This is what you need to know. 10 minutes. And give us the 10 minutes, we'll give you everything we know about the market.
Never miss an Investing Club morning meeting. Scan the code and become a member today. Take mile 1. Opposites attract. Are you really going to kiss Kevin? If it pitches wrong, though, guys. Today's date at Caesars. Sure thing. Sunday at 9 Eastern. CNBC.
It's NASCAR Cup Series from Daytona. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 ounce. Alex Bowman. And how do you stay out without longevity of quality? Victory Lane.
At the end of the race, Hamilton Jr. felt like pushing the bike. But this race is going, he felt he pushed at the right time. It's a race. You already see one
got to use that beer, though. NASCAR Cup Series from Daytona. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 ounce.
Oh, now it's a freight train.
Nope, we still have it inside lane. Working its way forward.
There's a... Okay.
People are starting to move out to the outside lane, inside lane.
It just looked like a big freight train.
Nope. We got it in. We got a bottom line forming.
Barely.
We actually have Toyotas leading the bottom lane right now.
Oh, shocker. That's a shocker, isn't it?
Shut up.
Look at the goddamn Toyotas. Yay! This race is getting better.
The radar screen covered with spot showers. If one hits this track at the right time, Marty, it could determine who makes the playoffs. And look at that bottom line. The Toyota starting to form up.
Go away, you stupid Toyotas.
Behind him. And behind him is Toyota Denny coaching his young driver behind the wheel of the 11. Listen. Denny's saying drag back off of the corner. Drag back off the corner. Let's get back to the street. So that little lesson from Denny Hamlin trying to do everything he can to put his driver
fucking
into
Toyota.
the playoffs. One owner sitting on the pit box in the form of Michael Jordan. The other owner right behind him on the racetrack trying to get Bubba Wallace in the 2022 playoffs. And remember, the Toyotas that haven't been involved in accidents are the 3 that are together, because there's the 19 and the 20 that have been involved in accidents already. They're fighting for points. least the 19 of Mark Truex Jr. is. And it's that line working its way toward the front, though.
Go away, Toyota.
Bubba Wallace, not quite as tight together.
Go away, fucking Bush, you fucking human.
It becomes a little bit of a difficult scenario for Toyota because if Bubba Wallace wins this race, he could knock Mark Truex Jr. out of the race. So one Toyota would potentially get in, another one would get knocked out. Rick, but a lot like last week, we saw two Hendrick teammates duel for the win in turn one, and there was question marks. You don't want to help another manufacturer, another team in, but when it comes to Toyota, Bubba or Truex, may the best driver and team advance. And I think that's why the fans are here. That's why the fans tune in. Right here, John Ford with Austin Dillon, the Red Street camera. Can't tell if that is a broken glass on the camera. Looks like it's had a little contact or something. There's enough debris flying around in these wrecks. Couple cars up here on the inside, much slower than the lead pack. We've been seeing these cars go to the top of the racetrack. So being on the bottom is going to make it really tight over here in turn two. A lot of wrecks off of turn two today. That's 12 with Ryan Blaney. It's always a good situation. You don't have all lap cars when you're 2x2. Everybody gets through cleanly. Well, it was 45. Ty Gibbs again filling in for the driver of the 45. Kurt Busch was injured at Pocono. Parker.
Did you see that before? Mike McDowell's had such a strong season, but involved in that record, a must-win position. At least we need to compare. So, Michael, what happened? Yeah, with the weather, right around the corner, we just kind of knew that this was going to be an important restart and didn't want to give up the lead. But, just fighting hard. The Horizon Ford Mustang was pretty fast and felt like we had a shot at it. And I couldn't tell. I had a run on the 22 trying to get back to his outside right when the 8 hooked up to my bumper. And I think the 8 was a little bit too far right and got on my right rear quarter and kind of turned us into the wall. It's super speedway racing. We were all going for it there. Obviously, I could have rolled out of the gap and stayed behind the 22, but if it had been raining right there and I'd have been second, I'd be really upset with myself. So, super speedway racing here. And we had to win. We had to get into the playoffs. We just weren't able to do it. Like McDowell went for it.
How much it means. And again, at 23 back there, trying to win his way in.
Here, turn 1 and 2, gets a little bit loose off the nose of the 23. A couple of paint slaps right there. He gathers it back up. Back up front, though, the 22 car is dove to the inside.
Elliott just barely escaped another one.
Oh, there was another wreck?
Yeah, but Elliott barely escaped it.
Who's in it?
A bunch of cars. It was a huge one.
Joe Logano?
I don't know. It was all so fast, dude. It was all so fast. I'm gonna have to go back and look. It was just all so fast, dude. It was all so fast.
It just happened now.
Holy shit, that was a huge one.
Please let Kyle Busch, Joe Logano, and Hamlin be in it.
Let's see who was involved.
Probably not. I bet Joe Logano's still in the lead.
Yep, Joey Logano escaped it.
Of course he did.
Damn
it.
I did not see who else. Like I said, it all happened so fast. Let's see who escaped it.
Right.
Kyle Busch escaped it.
Of course he did. Damn it.
Like I said, Elliott escaped it, which is good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Elliott at least escaped it.
Fucking
Let's see what happens. Alex Bowman was involved.
That 14 car was working its way upside down. I'll take another look at this right here. Watch when this thing gets backwards. It's round and it climbs a
man. This is getting to be an intense race, Zach.
That's scary because tipping over is bad enough, but then flipping into the grass and into traffic. We've seen other cars. This will be a great onboard.
Like I said, Elliott escaped it, which is a good thing.
Doesn't matter. Joey Logano and Busch are still in the race.
Joey Logano, I think. No, Kyle Busch went into pit road, so he might actually go up to the back because he went flying into pit road. So we'll see what happens.
It's so aggressive. That 14 car. So thankful those.
Ooh, yeah, like I said, a whole bunch of cars were involved.
I know. Unfortunately, not the ones I wanted.
Yep. Chase Elliott gained quite a few positions from that wreck.
Nice. Doesn't matter as long as Joey Logano seems like he has the dominant car.
Nope, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. He's been out front all fucking race.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has. He's been toward the front all day. He hasn't been
Bubba
leading
Wallace
the whole
was
time, but he's been close.
Bubba Wallace was involved.
He's been in the top 10 all day.
I think Eric Almirola into 10, also an evasive move down pit road, which you can't use. That's legal.
All right, let's see. So they said 8 cars were involved. Let's see if they'll name all the ones. Okay, it was Austin Dillon, Chase Briscoe, Harrison Burton, Bubba Wallace, Todd Gilliland, Cole Custer, Ricky Stenhouse, and Alex Bowman were involved in that wreck.
Yeah.
Dillon slides. Right, you know the intensity we're picking up. 8 drivers involved, 6 of them must-win drivers. And I think
that was a huge one.
We talked about all week, right?
Last wreck was just 5 cars, but I think that's been the biggest wreck today.
Yeah.
Or at least their playoff hopes. They'll still get to run the final races, but it's never as much fun as being in the playoffs. I mean, you look at it. Austin Dillon was one we talked about. Harrison Burton, actually, we didn't talk about enough all week long. He showed up in a big way.
And Chase Briscoe's out of the race.
You see his consistent runs down here. I will say the 47, though, at this point, this distance looks pretty decent. Let's listen into the 48.
I couldn't get off the 14. I lived it and just kept getting shoved and couldn't get off of them.
Drivers, that's kind of it, right? You see the issue, but the guy behind you doesn't see the issue, so you just kind of get pushed off into the wreck.
Yeah, the 14 gets up the racetrack.
And Alex Bowman's got a flat right front.
That's weird. He's trying to throttle back too, but he's getting energy from the pack behind him is sending him forward into the back of the 14. He's like, I know what's about to happen here, right? And there's nothing you can do. So helpless. But the 14 being so far up the track really gave the 48 no opportunity to get to the right rear quarter panel, right? So Jeff and I talked about, hey, being the pack or not the pack. But take me into this. Some of you can say, well, just lift. But how many times does that happen and they don't wreck? Like, we watch these guys going around there and we're oohing and we're on. It's like, as a driver, I don't want to say you get numb to it, but you just have to be committed, right? Like, every time a guy gets a little out of shape, you can't completely just check up. You just have to keep rolling, and then 1 out of 10 ends up with a car backwards.
Yeah, correct. And we keep talking about a particular line going better than the other line, whether it be the outside or the inside. And the reason that line's running better is because they're all closer together. They're pushing each other. They're close to each other. So that's the problem. You're that close to somebody, and something happens, you can't get slowed up quick enough. Let's see what Joe Logano and his team are talking about.
Everybody's in their window here. So you sure with the weather? Am I sure with the weather? I mean, that's just safe to say I can't see a position, but if they go to green, we're going to have to pitch.
Let's see what Elliott does here.
Everybody's a weatherman. I mean, the driver's like, are you sure? Because he's looking.
Yep, Elliott's going tires.
Dark clouds, and the problem with crew chief is he's been watching his radar, and it's kind of stayed the same.
Elliott's going to lose quite a few spots with this pit.
Drivers, we're going to stay out. Parker, it looks like a few coming in.
Right, Joe Logano decides to use fuel only here to get them through to the end of the race, but that's a lot of teams at the end of the race was about 7 minutes out. That was about 5 minutes ago, Dave.
Mark Truex Jr. is going to pit the 19 car. It's really, the front end is really too far down the track. So they're going to make adjustments here to try to make it a little more drivable for Mark Truex in case he needs to grab just a couple of spots, a couple of points, which could get into the playoffs, Marty.
How good is your weather forecast, Dave? Chase Elliott coming down pit road, full fresh figure tires, the fuel he needs to make it to the end of the race. You see Truex still on pit road, but a host of cars.
Joey Logano just got gas only. Chase got 4 tires.
I think most of the drivers did fuel only.
Chase Elliott got 4 tires.
Yep, so he's going to be the one with the fresh tires.
Yeah.
So I think Elliott's got a chance to get back in this race with when most of the drivers did not. I have no idea how many drivers did fuel and tires. I have no idea how many did.
Yeah.
Homegrown tomatoes.
Are you going to go swimming
I want
tonight?
fueling control of my health, so I do what I can. What about screening for colon cancer? When caught in early stages, it's more treatable.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
And I detect altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancer, even in early stages. Early stages?
How's going
Yeah,
on out here?
it's for people 45 plus at average risk for colon cancer, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider if Cologuard is right for you.
Consider it done.
The Investing Club is a dream for me, and perhaps the most exciting part of the dream is the morning meeting. Jeff Brooks and I will give you a real look at what's happening. I love it. Why? Because it is unrestrained and it is unplugged. This is what you need to know. 10 minutes. You give us the 10 minutes, we'll give you everything.
All right, I'm back.
Never miss an Investing Club morning meeting. Scan the code and become a member today.
It always starts with a call to service, title, and legal explanation. Our dreams are never really finished. We serve in communities across our country. This is Simple Facts. Always reach. Always move.
Did you know Auto Trader lets me shop for cars by monthly payment? Refrigerator bill?
Grand Canyon University is ranked in the top 20 best college campuses in America in 2021. Traditional campus students receive over $1 million in scholarships. For the moment, take /my offer.
With weather in the area, everyone looks back to Justin Haley and what he was doing in 2019. A big wreck happens, and they make the decision, and so many cars come to pit road to stay out. Kurt Busch. Just moments later, lightning in the area, and rain, and it ends up Justin Haley playing celebrating. Being smarter. That was kind of at the front end of this lightning policy. We always knew rain would hit. But, you know, as technology improves, lightning can be detected, you know, and it's a very serious situation. So now there's things in place, and that's exactly what the 31 team is making us listen in.
Yeah, we're just finished. I think this is our best bet on the win this race. Yeah, we're here from Florida. I mean, it's our only shot. Which one of these fails us get lightning in it, they give us a hold in the rain to get here.
Trent Owens right there with the sunglasses on. Trent, you got to take the sunglasses off if you want. You got to at least look the part. Like the rain is coming. I like this call from Trent. Guys, you know, we talk a lot about, you know, calling in the Xfinity Series and their jump to Cup and perhaps about AJ Allmendinger and road courses. But Justin Haley, in my opinion, is having a very quiet but very impressive first full-time year at calling, right? He runs well. He runs inside the top 20 quite a bit. When you look at it, right, he has a couple top 10s, only a couple DNFs. He runs on the line. I think that helps him as he moves into his Cup Series career. I know you love him as a drafter. I mean, 4 times in the Xfinity Series, he's always finds a place to run.
Joey Logano's involved in a wreck. Joey Logano, Eric Jones.
Daytona. Justin Haley just off the front of the 20.
Fuck Logano.
Eric Jones back up into the front with the 43 as well. And they're trying to get this 43 to push him. An aggressive blocking from Justin Haley now. Oh, the 43. He collects the 22. And the caution will come out again.
Joe Logano got any damage, though?
I don't think so.
Damn it, then what's the point?
But hey, he's going to be way in the back, though. He's not going to have a chance to get up front in time.
He's going to pit and get 4 tires and make his way back up toward the front. So
actually, his front tire looks a little bit, his front right tire looks a little bit bent.
Yeah, because it's probably flat.
43 trying to get around the pit road on these flat tires without any damage. The 22, though, looks like he has a toe issue there, Steve, on the right front.
Yeah, this car has flat tires and a toe issue. I agree. Right front tire is definitely pointing. Well, maybe they both turn that way.
Maybe it's a rear toe that's bent. You can't tell. He's correcting his front. That's what it looks like. I think the tail to the left.
We mentioned Justin Haley, an aggressive. Why did he try to get out front? Well, take a look at the radar. This is what right now the teams are looking at and what these drivers are being told. There's a cell that is to the southwest right of the racetrack, and it's headed right at us. So how long will it take until potentially a lightning strike or potentially rain? They want to be up front if that possibility happens.
Well, you have to remember, right? It's not just Haley. I'm going to circle this right here.
Wait, didn't Joe Logano come up at row? How was he so that close to lead still?
Hold on.
But with Ty Gibbs being multiple laps down, Blaney hasn't been able to get any of his laps back. He's back there at 30th. Truex is riding around at 14th right now. 6 positions on the racetrack is what keeps Truex in front of Blaney in points. That only matters if we have a new winner, but oh, by the way, that's
Joey Logano stuck.
The race. So, very complicated situation. It'll be an emotional week for Blaney. Remember, this all really kind of started with the Kurt Busch news, right? Like at one point, we thought there was only one spot, and Kurt Busch removes his medical waiver because of the suspension, said, I'm not going to come back. Now the 22 is...
Joey Logano's done.
Aimed in the right direction, and he's trying to do a burnout. He's one of the pushing from behind. NASCAR's built these new rigs. Look to the wheel. Actually, look at that radius to the wheel and pick the front of the car up.
And look at the clouds just over this record right now. That's what these drivers and teams are seeing.
When Haley came off third, fourth, all that.
Let's see what everyone chooses here.
This race is gonna end any minute because of rain. Fucking Faye.
But here's the thing. But here's the problem. Are any of the Toyotas gonna go for tires?
Probably.
And then they're gonna get put back towards the rear, and we'll be good. So, and Elliott will gain quite a few positions, and we'll be good. So we'll see.
No, you saw those clouds.
Dude, I don't think it's gonna hit. I don't think it's gonna hit us before the end of the race. I think we're good, bud.
Really? Didn't
I
you
think
see
so.
them show the radar and go, there's a cell 5 miles out of the track, south from the track, and it's heading straight toward us.
But yeah, but you don't know how fast that cell is moving. So, yeah.
But you see the dark clouds.
I saw them, but we don't know how fast that cell is moving. So we could be able to finish the race before that rain settles in.
Yeah, we could, but probably not.
We'll see. Just trust me, we'll see. Trust me, I think we'll finish this race.
Speaking of Chase, where is he?
Speaking of what?
Chase, where is he?
He is up in 6th now. He's surrounded by Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch.
Oh, I just
Kyle Busch
went on
is ahead of him, Denny Hamlin's behind him.
I just went on my NASCAR app. It says he's 5th.
No, right now it says he's 6th for me.
Well, I looked at my NASCAR mobile app and it said 5th.
All right, well, we'll see if that changes. Because I don't think it's changed for me yet. Because I think mine's a couple laps behind. So we'll see.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the NASCAR website. Because I don't have the app. I'm using my computer right now. And right now it says Chase Elliott's in 6th for me. But like I said, it probably just hasn't changed yet.
Yeah, we need the weather. I mean, this is our shot to win and try to get the win. So, pretty high risk call, but...
Yeah, look at those fucking clouds. Fucking Faye. She better get her shit together and leave.
We'll see.
Rick Treno, crew chief for testing. Just thought hold the pack off there. Can he do it again, or does he need the weather, Trent?
Yeah, we need the weather. I mean, this is our shot to win and try to get in the playoffs. So, pretty confident call, but win would change a lot of things for us. So that's what we're going to do. Good to have Celsius on the cars primary, and we're just having a lot of fun right now. But it's going to be tough to hold these guys off. I mean, how
All right, we're going for the restart, Zach. Like I said, Elliott in 6th.
That's the risk we took. So we'll see how it shakes out.
All right, we'll be watching Trent Owens call the shot.
Yeah, look how dark that cloud is right there.
Popping up all around this racetrack. I'm telling my driver, every lap is the white flag. I'm telling you, it's so close to turn 1. It's right behind me. It ain't even a mile. 3 of the top 4 drivers that have to win to get into the playoffs. Haley, Almirola, and Busher all up front. Aerial coverage brought to you by Geico. We go back to Cooperfied Racing. 26 laps to go. Haley out front says he doesn't have enough fuel. He is banging.
Elliott lost a position.
Of course he did. Yep. Great.
Big push right there to Eric.
But Justin Haley Chevy's in the lead, so.
Haley, but he stayed behind him. Haley is really in defensive of that lead. Saw that cause trouble the last restart. 10, a little upset off the nose of the 17. Big push to Suarez, making that inside line work, but Haley jumps down there, and he covers it up.
Whoa, Kyle Busch is loose.
Outside tries to regroup here. Chase Elliott, pushing Busher, pushing Almirola.
It's Suarez's turn. When will he dive to the
As Haley leads on bottom left, look at 2 points, Truex to Blaney. Blaney can't really go anywhere, but Truex is in the middle of the pack. Oh, the 99 makes the move. Dana Suarez to the outside of the 31 for the lead off of turn 2. Got help from the Toyotas. The Toyotas behind him. Hamel was in the back.
Of course.
Kyle Busch almost spun him out. Haley right in front of that inside line. Now it's Suarez's turn. When will he dive to the bottom? He's got the 10 pushing him out front. Eric Almirola. He needs a win to make it into the playoffs. Eric can't do anything by himself. He's hoping to pick up somebody from behind. Now he's got the 31 car. Haley. In the sunshine and out the windshield, these drivers see the ominous clouds coming here to Daytona. Hamlin in front of that outside line. So does the 18. So does the 31. Big push from the 11 to the 18. 18 to the bottom. 31 goes down the block.
Come on.
Now the 4 have separated themselves. Haley moves to the outside of that 10 of Almirola. Can't quite clear him now. 3 wide per second. Didn't handle that bottom lane. Now you got a very fast
Why stupid thing you want to?
What's he gonna do? Justin?
Whoa, we got a wreck.
17 of Busher goes with him.
Elliott's involved. Fuck!
Of course. Great.
Right behind Denny. Side by side for the lead. Suarez on the inside.
Right.
Hamlin on the side. Haley on that outside line, top of 3. He's got some help with him. Oh, no! There we go. The 11. Now Austin caught up with it. Hold Haley.
Who's in the lead?
The 3 of Austin Dillon squeezes through.
Austin Dillon.
Wow.
The only car to clear it. Unbelievable.
Wait. Everybody but Austin Dillon's involved?
Oh, I think they're calling the race.
Ever.
Wow.
And Martin Truex Jr. is going to gain some spots here. So many that won't be able to continue. The last caution, the 3 was Rick. And the point pass, and it's starting to rain.
And here comes the rain.
Moved over to grandstands. As we sat here looking out the window, we are clear. My goodness, Austin Dillon. There's his dad. Oh my gosh. We have to remember it's only 12:30 in the afternoon here in Daytona.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Rick.
But these cells have popped up. With 22 laps to go, Richard Childress, team over there.
What a year at BFRC gets both.
Was that whole field involved?
Almost the whole field was involved.
Look at that radar. Yeah, you see the weather cells that are starting to pop up now, and that's typical.
Yep, it's starting to bullshit all over the place.
I mean, there were. I'll tell you how it started.
Yeah, Austin Dillon just barely cleared it.
When we pick it up, you've got 2 or 3
Let's see whose fault it was.
Probably Hamlin.
No, number 16 got loose. He started the whole thing.
Oh.
AJ Allmendinger.
Let's watch this right here. 17 and Bush are trying to go in the middle there with 31 on the 16. No, the 99 just loses it. Denny Rex. Well, the 31 just lost it too by itself in that top lane. I wonder if it was. Yes. Well, yeah, like both leaders are in clean up. They both catch their car. That tells me that there's something down there that's reducing grip. Oh my God. Yeah, guys, there were a lot of drivers saying, "Hey, it's raining. Why are we racing right now?" And that
the rain caused the wreck, maybe.
Yeah, that is exactly what they're saying.
That's
That's exactly what they're saying. The rain caused the
I know.
wreck.
After I heard him saying that, then I told you.
Whoa, Ricky Stenhouse went airborne a little bit there.
Jeff, exactly. His spotter was telling him it's raining, and then after that all went down, Justin Haley came on right here and said it was raining. So, of course, there was no grip on that.
The 3 with 16 going into that wreck. Now, that makes sense, Dale, because all 3 cars, the first car bottom, first car middle, first car top, you see the rain falling. They all go down in the corner, and all 3 lose grip. They're the first ones in there. And we don't know if these guys have grip. The 47 has no grip because he's 7 feet in the air.
That was that was the big one. That was the biggest one now.
Yeah.
That was the biggest one yet. And I actually thought earlier was the biggest one. Kyle Busch was involved too. Ha! Man, what a huge wreck that was. That might actually be the wreck that's going to call the race.
No, it started raining, so technically it was going to end if this wreck didn't happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're actually going to call the race probably now.
If that wreck didn't happen, they were probably going to call it anyway.
Yeah, and Denny Hamlin was in the lead when the wreck happened, so.
But he was involved, right?
Yes, Denny Hamlin was involved.
Austin Dillon's later now, right?
Austin Dillon barely made it through that wreck.
Thank God. I would be so fucking pissed if Hamlin wins.
Well, I'm kind of mad that Elliott was involved.
Me too.
Elliott was our only hope for this race for Hendrick, and he got involved. So Elliott should have stayed to the inside, but no, he was up in the middle when the wreck happened.
Hey, they said it was starting to rain. Maybe he couldn't get to the inside because he couldn't control his car in the rain.
I don't know, but he was fine. He looked like he was racing good. Looked like he had quite a bit of grip when the wreck happened. So he could have dove to the inside, but he chose not to, and he got involved. So I think Elliott made a really big mistake right there by not diving towards the inside. So.
And they made contact. They were in the best spot to get through this, but the track was wet. The guy just couldn't keep the car underneath him. So we've seen this. Let's just watch this all the way through, right? 3 of us still in. Here's the
Yep, they're leading all the cars onto pit.
Oh, they're doing Zach?
Okay.
Okay. Are they getting better?
I don't know. He was just in a wreck.
Oh.
And now it's raining.
Jeff, but there had to be a moment where that 3 car had to think he was hitting that 21 sideways on the apron.
And now these cars are all riding around. Some of these cars that got that wreck, they're all riding around with.
It's pouring. It's Dover.
Cars, but they couldn't hit. They just had to keep going around. Because this race is over.
It's pouring.
Where you finish right here.
Yeah, here comes the race now. It is a heavy downpour.
Yep, it's over.
Coming right now. And they'll pull on to.
Those clouds look like the clouds that were coming over Pocono when we were leaving.
With 21 laps to go.
All right, guys. Well, it's starting to rain, so there's a pretty good chance they might call the race right here.
You can't have an official every 50 feet around this racetrack waiting on a shower to pop up. That's just an unfortunate situation that I don't see how else we could have avoided.
And we saw earlier in the race, there was a light shower in 1 and 2, but it didn't affect them to the degree that it did just now. You know, you can't call it based on how hard it's raining at that time. It's got to be something that is, you know, decisive. And right now,
Man, Justin Haley had to get towed to the garage.
what we're seeing right now is
Poor Haley. He was doing so good.
Junior, I think you're right. That's the most difficult part about
Poor Haley.
How would you have fixed that? Right? When they were going down that front stretch, we had in-car cameras. There was no water on anybody's windshields until they got right there. And I just don't know how in the world you could make that problem go away. To the shower, and then we're watching it on the roof camera of the 3-car Austin Dillon in another 100 yards, he's out of the race. You know, it's just that one little area of the racetrack. Just a big racetrack.
It's pouring. I think they know it's over. So.
Some huge days from Lanny Castle in the 77 car driving for Spire Motorsports. Cody Ware driving the 51. Two teams that finished in the top 5. That's a BJ McLeod in 8th. Reagan driving the 15 car in 9th. Noah driving 62 in 10th. It's 4 big days for those teams.
Yeah, the skies are opening up now.
It's pouring it over.
Big spell that's coming through. Question is, how much continues to build behind it?
It's building. The cell that popped up on top of us is just getting larger. That's really, it's right over the back straightaway, over the front straightaway grandstand, moving toward the beach. You see it right there. Things moves west. That cell's growing right. Put water on this racetrack sometimes. What a crazy scene down here on pit road. It's sunny. It's pouring down rain at the same time. Austin Dillon trying to catch his breath and just figure out what has happened here in the last 5 minutes. So walk me through how in the world you got through that wreck. I can see your hands shaking right now. Yeah, good Lord above, praise faith. Hopefully all the glory where we're at the race, no matter what. I mean, a minute ago we were a lap down. We got a dog rescue front right now, so just crazy. But that's the day. No, it's just one of the things. We'll see what happens and how it plays. But clearly not over yet. But what's going through your mind right now, Austin? Software around. That's pretty good rate for I'm sure it's a moment of saying, he's pretty healthy. But did you think at times today describe how crazy the racing has been, especially when everyone knew the light was close? Yeah, it's pretty intense. I mean, you know, that's pretty key. We're racing the 23 on that. Caution came out and flipped our game around. Last cutoff race. It's very hard to make moves in the middle. Good positions in order to clear this point. So we'll see how it goes. You mentioned a moment ago, you guys were a lap down. Sure, it's a moment of saying you never give up here. But did you think it's we're out of it? No way. Yeah, tell myself, man, give yourself another shot. Give it another shot. When we got the lap back there, I thought that was pretty key. We were on that. Caution came out quick. Put our game around, and I was kind of, when you get that far up, it's very hard to make middle stuff. And I was feeling that. My grandmother always told me, like that, and it worked for me a couple years back, and it's working right now. As it starts to pour harder on pit road, what are you going to do for the next maybe 20, 30 minutes until we get a word from NASCAR? Just hang out with the guys. And I believe Trey as well, Dave. His dad, Mike Dillon, is hanging out. His brother Todd has come over, and they don't want to celebrate quite yet. But boy, what a day this would be for the Dillon. No, we are not celebrating yet with Mike Dillon. He's seen this movie before. You just don't know what's going through your mind right now.
Well, it's raining a lot, so I'm not sure. I think it's pretty dangerous out here for these folks. It's raining and all, but it's not. Well, when they call it, then we'll get. So God got us through that one for sure. So we really we're blessed, and maybe it'll happen.
We're watching that, and when all the cars were spinning, all the cars were wrecking, and Austin's came through. What do you think?
Again, the C's party, man. You know, it was a good thing he held his line there, and just never, he never quit. That's one of the things, and you know, they got the car back there. Had a little damage to it. The guys fixed it. Yeah, their car was still pretty decent. So don't know how it'll work out, but this right here was pretty cool.
That'll be cool if it works out for you. Mike Dillon, he'll watch and see if Austin's day ends the way Austin hopes it does. Jeff Burton?
Yeah, Mike Dillon is one of the great characters in the sport. He's such a fun guy. Did a great job at RCR of just keeping everybody pumped up and moving the things forward. Did a lot of drove himself. You know, pretty good race car driver. Did a lot of spots. Just he's a really proud father and one of the better known, entertaining guys in the garage area.
The race where we saw quite a few laps turned and race run by Mike Dillon, and a lightning strike in the area, so we have been put on a lightning delay.
And now a lightning strike, so now we're in a lightning delay.
Yeah, I know.
It's over.
That's what I'm thinking too.
2.5 hours to drive this entire track. You're probably looking at a little shorter time, maybe half of that time. Since the whole track, to me, the back straightaway, I believe, never got any rain. At least hasn't at this point.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? I mean, it was pouring in one and drying in three. Look at the points right here. So we have that new winner that we discussed. If it does get called, Austin Dillon currently leads, and it basically turned into a points battle with Truex and Blaney. And Blaney got in that early accident. There's Truex walking off. He's done what he had to do. Look back. Restart could have gone the wrong way for him as well. He could have given up the points. Currently 7th position. So that's really how he has enough points to kind of get through all this. Just think about the week. Right? Leaving Watkins Glen, it was Blaney in, Truex out, only one spot available. Kurt Busch, unfortunately, has to, just accept that he's not coming back, removes his waiver. Very gentlemanly thing to do. Say, hey, if I can't compete in the playoffs, I'm going to give somebody else a shot. That opens the opportunity for 2, and yet we still have a new winner. Yeah.
Truex was probably below the cut line, and then the 48 in the 14 crash off of turn 4. A couple cars dropped behind Truex. They're kind of all locked behind Truex and lap 2 down. And a Blaney who's 6 laps down, and then we have this crash as well. You were talking about it, Steve, just before this wreck happened. Truex is 2 points up. And then they went into turn 1, and he comes out of turn 2, 12 points up. Right. He could have lost those 2 very easily down there. Yeah. It's been a wild day. And think about this, right? So Truex is 2nd in regular season points, and he's going to get in. Ryan Blaney would perhaps miss the playoffs with the 5th most points accumulated by anyone in the garage. So, in 1993, he would be sitting here 5th in points with 10 races to go. Welcome to the playoff era. Win. You have to win. That's the only thing you can really hang your hat on. This proves being good at points is just not enough to build comfort and get close to the end of the regular season.
Under a rain and lightning delay here at Daytona, the last race of the regular season, and possibility of a new winner. That playoff fixing.
When do we get to start?
What's your favorite? Yes. I'm sorry. What? How do you like the types of chicken? Come on, you know I love all my chickens. He's a really sweet kid, though. Did you just fist bump?
Is exclusive.
I'd like to attend.
Playoffs. It's taken your best just to get it. Now, it takes more.
My work is to facilitate a dialogue. Always better off when we're around people with we speak truth.
power is by understanding all sides of it.
So to give fans the opportunity, I came up with the solution to all these problems.
And everything we had.
I taught myself how to do things.
Well, you know, wow. You not to get in. Introduce
My life.
Do not shut it down.
We had an opportunity. We took it.
My family is going to come in here and tackle me. Do this deal. Your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu. Access to quality care may be closer than you think. United Health.
NASCAR Cup Series Racing, Daytona. Zero sugar. Period. How would that be? Here, let's take a look back. Early on, wisely. This next looks to be contact. And hit the wall very hard. I thought their day was.
NASCAR Cup Series racing.
Area. How we got to this point right here? Let's take a look back. Early on, it was Ryan Blank in 12 on lap 31 involved. This action, big contact right here, left side door of the 12. Then he hit the wall very hard. I thought their day was over. And watch this hit from the 12 car. He comes across and hits the outside wall. Vapor barrier moves. That is through though, keeps the car on the racetrack. Battered, but survived. Currently riding around 6 laps down. And almost opportunity opens up. Lap 102, the 19 of Truex. This right here doesn't take much damage from other cars, but watches his brake front tires. For Truex, not so much though, Rick, because then right here on lap 138, he's up there fighting for points, and the big one happens again with rain. 1 and 2. And the 3 of Austin Dillon, right place, right time, goes to the apron, and he jets out front and could be another first-time winner here in 2022. First time this season, and what that means is could potentially win his way into the playoffs.
Let's go to Parker. And one driver that was trying to do that at the front of the field as they headed off into turn 1 was Justin Haley. You were having a great run. You guys took some strategy, but as you went off into 1, was there just no grip?
Yeah, I mean, it was raining for a good lap before we got down in turn 1. My spotter said coming out of 2, the previous lap that it was raining, and we just lost track. So pretty unacceptable, but thought we did a good job all day. Ourselves to Chevrolet, putting ourselves in position. Fred Griffin, Trent Owens, my crew chief, called that, stay out, hold the trainer. But yeah, just tough, man. I ride every day, so you take these small opportunities and try to make something of it. But yeah, you see as we went to turn 1 there, I mean, it was just no grip. The track was wet, so.
How would you compare the level of rain that we had earlier in the race? It was a little bit more intense.
Well, we all did it right earlier, so yeah, I mean, it was pouring. It was pouring as we went to turn 1. I mean, you see it right there. So yeah, I don't know. You would think that we'd be a little more on top of that race.
You can understand how upset Justin Haley's guys wrecking their fun.
Yeah, Justin Haley, that was their strategy. Their strategy was be up front. If the rain came, if lightning came, because they said they wouldn't have enough fuel to make it all the way to the end. Their strategy was hoping that the rain would come and end the race, or at least stop the race. But they were caught up in the accident the moisture on the racetrack caused. So the 3 teams still sitting in front of the pit box. Again, the clouds and the storms, they're building, then they're parting. Right now, typical Florida afternoon weather. The possibility of a rain shower is constant. It couldn't come up at any time. You saw all of those actions that took place, taking out so many cars. Instead of telling you all of the cars that have been involved in an accident today, there's only 6 drivers that haven't got damaged today. The 5 had an engine issue at the very beginning of the race. The 15, the 62, the 77, and the 78. Those are the only 6 drivers that haven't damaged today of this field.
All right. So you heard Justin Haley say that his father was saying that rain back before our camp. Hard race.
How's it going? Race is still going?
Yeah.
Another drink?
No.
So the spotter is on top of that bush, just went by on the right side, the camera right there. So he started. That's when the wreck happened. So third Brett Griffin spotter say, hey, do not miss for any reason, and that's the mentality, right? That's what you have to do. And it was not. I did not see anything on that in-car camera until it got right there where it started raining. And then you said earlier, once they got to turn the kind of halfway between 1 and 2, it wasn't raining there anymore either. So just a very odd thing. It is a problem with obvious. That's the question. How do you prevent that from happening again? And everybody's got to scatter hard and figure it out. He is not like New Hampshire. You know, a couple of years ago where early in the race, there, this to me was much quicker and a much harder call to make.
You have to remember the size of this facility. This is 2.5 miles all the way around. We could have a downpour in turns 1 and 2. And the sun was still before. Still dry. That's back straight away. Yeah, I think it never saw a drop.
13 of the last 17 races. Yes, the numbers go up by 1 again.
The 2022 season has, I think the correct word has been crazy. Look at 15 different winners in the 25 races. The possibility that Dylan gets the win here. 4 last 10 races. Drivers getting their first win. And that's 5 of 11. 13 of the last 17 races. Yes, the numbers go by 1 again. Austin Dillon stays up front here, and the weather continues to stop this race from continuing.
You know, I like to tell Austin's been around a long time, though, because his interview, I'm thankful to be here, but we get back racing like right, Junior, he wasn't ready to, like, accept this was over, and he was still locked in, even if he was looking forward, if this thing restarts, shows what you have to do. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm thinking they're going to call the race sack. It just keeps moving in.
Yeah, let's do it that way. Look the other way, does look good.
On turn 1 and behind the main grandstands is where the cells and the ring continuing to move in this direction.
It's just building on the west side of the racetrack. Slowly,
radar, yeah, once again.
Slowly moving west. The biggest concern is the stuff we can't see, and that's the lightning strikes. You know, we had many racetracks during practice qualifying and not being able to run due to lightning strikes. Those cells, though, they build and then they'll disappear, and another will build somewhere else. It's really hard to predict. I thought for sure we were not even going to get to halfway today looking at the radar and on the 14th.
Well, a lot of people were questioning.
He's got some help with him. Oh, into the wall they go. The 11 now also caught up in it. The Hope Haley. The 3 of Austin Dillon squeezes through. He is in front. And look at virtually the only car to clear it.
He's got some help with him.
Oh, into the wall they go. The 11 now also caught up in it. The whole hail.
This is a safe space for everyone. Starting to play. I'd like to attend it.
Customize your down payment and monthly payment. And these aren't made up numbers. It's what you'll really pay, right down to the penny. Whether you're shopping or just looking. It only takes a few seconds and it won't affect your credit score. Finally, a totally different way to finance your ride. Like from Carvana.
Pods is your personal moving and storage team. Removes across town.
It's our job to keep you moving. Under a red flag for weather at Daytona. Here's the accident. Lap 138. Martin Truex Jr. trying to gain the points on Blaney to enter to the playoffs. Look at this. Down to turn 1. A rain shower causes big wrecks. Veteran moves on the brakes. Heavy wants no part of what's going on. As Marco gets down the apron, has to climb back on the racetrack. Hard in front of the car, but he gets through this accident and currently sits inside the top 10 in 7th position. Because of that, 12 points in front of Blaney and in the playoff spot if the rain does come back. The rain does end the playoffs. And look at the accident, a huge accident. I think Martin Truex, though, has stepped aside and Dave Burns hasn't.
Yeah, Steve, we're watching this and Mark's getting a good look at it. There's your covered car right there that made you do all that. How in the world did you do it?
Slow down a lot.
I think the 99 and the pro turned completely sideways. I stood on the brakes and everybody just was still wide open. And they just kind of looked for a hole to get through. So, yeah, Bass Straightway was pretty beat up from that first incident through the grass. But we're in right now, so see what happens here.
Talk about your day, because I heard you say to someone else when you came in, car had speed. So did you feel, and you showed it, obviously 15 stage points, you got stage 1 and 2. Do you feel like you're having a good Daytona day?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Had good speed, was around the front, got some good stage
Yeah,
points.
Zach, I think they will call it.
In the middle of it, so
I'm thinking they will.
Kind of the way
I'm surprised they haven't called it already. I'm surprised you're even sending dryers out on the track right now.
Yeah.
Place is wild. You never know.
Maybe they actually will continue the race. I don't know. I mean, we still have plenty of time, Zach. It's only almost 1 o'clock, so.
This track has lights, you know.
Yeah, I know.
The first wreck.
I'm thinking if they did send the dryers out on the track, I think we will be going back green.
Destroyed hood flap, all that stuff. So,
how in the world is Busch in 6th? He was involved in the wreck.
What?
It's only 3 or 4.
How in the world is Busch in 6th?
Because they separate the pack.
It doesn't matter. Chase was in a wreck. That's not like he's going to come back and win.
The goal from the start of the day was gain those stage points, pile them up first 2 stages.
Busch was involved. How in the world is he in 6th?
Of course he is.
Pretty good. not great in the first one. I made one bad decision and lost potential of maybe 5 or 6 or 8 more spots. But good decisions in the second one and worked with teammates and got in a good position there. So it's all you can ask for is try to make the right moves at the right times. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, and sometimes everybody crashes and you're in it, and sometimes they all crash and you make it through.
And if you make it through to the playoffs, if things end well for you this afternoon, what kind of a statement would that be for your team fighting today, but really kind of fighting the last few weeks to just try to make it a sure thing?
Well, we're fighters, and I don't know that makes any kind of statement other than we're going to have a chance to go do something special, and hopefully we can take advantage of it.
Because you've had speed this year, and you know that going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, we've been consistent, and we've had good speed at times, great speed at others, and we've been off sometimes as well. But looking at the playoffs, a lot of good tracks for us, and so we can step it up. And we're consistent enough to go far. If we can get hot and win at the right time, we can go all the way. So let's see what we can do.
We wait now with Martin Truex Jr. And I think you said you looked over at Austin Dillon. You said you'd do the rain dance for him, probably for you too.
Well, I mean, for both of us. Yeah, at this point, it'd be a good day. I know Johnny Moore.
I don't know, Zach.
So be a good day for him as well.
I'm thinking we will finish this race. If they haven't called it yet, then we're probably definitely going to go back
Johnny
green.
Moore, the Fast Pro Shop. You see that logo on Austin Dillon.
I don't know. We'll see.
As well. And so under a red flag condition, a weather delay here at Daytona.
Up next, Deli from Hot Pocket. Ham and cheese on delicious bread, a must-have for every parent. We now go to Matt, currently stuffing his face.
Deli Witch from
Hot Pocket.
Awesomely Portable.
If you think all cats are exactly the same, think again. This Always Welcome Thing is our best yet with the Always Triple Protection System. This cat witch flushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with our ultimate Always Welcome System. This is triple protection from Always. So, you're at the age now where you may start feeling certain urges to buy things at full price. But thanks to Amazon's low-priced everyday essentials, you can practice safe spending. I'm glad we had this talk.
You never leave the house without your loves or your big dad energy. Because when you see a leaky situation, you have Loves ready for that pro-level leak protection. Loves. Parent like a pro.
Oh.
With a call to serve, fighting for ownership. We speak always. With GoDaddy payments, you can get paid fast and secure. Start today at GoDaddy.com/pay.
Grand Canyon University's affordable academic model allows many students for less than
Oh.
Get your offer now at TCU.edu.
The new NASCAR docuseries on USA, Race for the Championship, will give you an all-access pass to the world of NASCAR like you've never seen it before. It premieres Thursday at 10, 9 Central on USA. Yet, craziness of what is taking place here at the racetrack.
Get him off my screen.
So it's making it difficult, obviously, for us because of our cameras and such on pit road to be able to interview different drivers. But if we can get them back into a separate room away from the antennas that a lot of our cameras have to use, we're able to talk to them. And Kyle Busch.
Yeah, Rick, and we're actually just looking at some of the replays here, trying to evaluate maybe where you are position-wise. We'll figure all that out. What happened if you went off on there with the
Honestly, it just was the previous lap. There was nothing there, and then that lap it was just dropped. So, what do? You can't check up that fast. You just got to try to drive through it. Thankfully, I was on the high side, and I saw water and saw everything, and everybody wrecked in front of me, and I just got on the fence right here and just started rolling right on the wall because everybody's coming up across the front of me. So, you know, I was then just trying to figure out everybody to slide back down and get out of the way, and then for me to continue on my merry way. But yeah, there's just really nothing you can do in that situation.
Kurt Busch was in that wreck. He just went on the wall and grid it to avoid it.
Interstate battery Camry was fast. We had good speed. Ran the front, led some laps, won the race. So,
Yeah, he was involved, and I don't get how he got into sixth.
Because the only thing he did, he saw the wreck in front of him. You didn't hear him explain it?
Take our lumps with the finish that we got right here.
I heard him, but
he said, I saw them wrecking in front of me, so all I did is go up against the wall and just ride the wall.
Yeah, but everyone else was up against the wall.
He fired off, and everybody was like dancing around and getting after it. I was like,
so he should have lost a ton of positions right there.
Lap 3. And so I rolled out, and I went to the back, and I'm getting my footing and everything right, and just kind of watching everything progress. And then I made my way back up towards the front, and we were able to collect some good stage points today, which was good. So did have a fast car, had some lucky breaks, saw some holes, made some gaps that filled some gaps that opened up in order to make sure we got through some positions. And so again, yeah, just a good effort today, and would love to. I don't know. I think I said it already, but would love to see this one over.
Yeah, of course. And I want to talk about that because you had such a fast car. You went from the back to the front multiple times. I mean, a lot of drivers were saying it was tough to pass. How were you able to do that?
It was tough to pass. Now, that's not wrong. You know, when the lanes are stuck side by side, there's really nowhere for you to go. But once things start to maneuver around and you get those 3 lanes going, then holes start to develop and you kind of start working your way through and snaking your way in and out of traffic a little bit. And that's when it gets a little bit dicey, too. Sometimes the wrecks start to happen. But majorly, I would say wrecks always happen from guys pushing out front, trying to keep their lanes moving forward and keeping their lane ahead of the other lane coming.
Do you think some of that could be the drivers that came in here knowing that they had to win to get to the playoffs? Like they were up front just making moves that maybe low percentage moves, just trying to put themselves up front?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we knew going in, right? This is the perfect race at the perfect time on the schedule for the unknowns and for just the opportunities for others that are on the outside.
Because I feel bad for wanting to get going again.
Top of the pylons and you know, some unfortunate circumstances for some other guys, obviously, that might transpire here with.
Yeah.
If the race is over.
Does Facebook still have a marketplace?
Yeah, why?
Because I can't find it on my phone.
I've seen it, I think. I don't know. Let me check. It should still have it. Yeah, see right here, marketplace, right here.
You know, we struggle a little bit when
you see, they still got it.
What's the icon for it?
So, feel like
because it's not on my phone app anymore.
I wonder if they don't have it for phone, and I wonder if they don't have it on the mobile anymore. Here, go check that. There it is, right there, marketplace.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Why, were you trying to sell something?
No, I'm trying to find a part for my dad's lawnmower because
I
don't make it anymore, so I need to find somebody else who has one.
Oh, okay, yep.
Again, Austin Dillon being scored as the race leader right now has him in front of Martin Truex Jr. And, of course, that bumps Ryan Blaney out, who is 12 points back from Martin Truex. If we have another new winner this season.
Well, guys, we're still waiting right now. For those of you who are just joining in, we are commentating the NASCAR Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona. Right now we are on a rain delay at lap. We have 21 laps to go in the whole race. You guys, I'll have to, I can find the replay of the last thing that just happened. Give me just 1 second here. I'll find the replay of what just happened. Actually, I can go up on here because I just shared it.
Some help with him. Oh, into the wall they go. The 11 now also caught up in it.
All right. So right before we went into a rain delay, let me pull this up. Make this full screen for you. Here's the wreck that just happened going into the rain delay.
Oh, into the wall they go. The 11 now also caught up in it. The whole Haley.
It was a huge wreck going in, I think, into turn, going into turn 3 it was, I believe, or it was the back straightaway. A bunch of cars involved in it. It was crazy.
It was turn 1.
It was turn 1. I thought so. But yeah, it was turn
Didn't
1 that
you said
had the
turn
wreck.
3.
It was turn 1.
Robert Colonino. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I don't want to watch that. Zach, what is that noise?
My TV.
Oh. That was talking about that music. It sounded like piano music. I thought maybe someone was playing piano in
As far as weather tech will be right after us. Hopefully, this season, Austin Dillon is up front. We have Senior Vice President of Competition, Scott Miller, with us for NASCAR. And Scott, obviously, these are difficult situations.
I don't know. I have a feeling, guys, that I have two feelings. One, they might call the race, or two, they might go back green. That's what we're trying to find out.
I honestly hope they call it right now.
No, Mike, you do not have to attend. It's your choice. But I want to because I like participating in those ops because the past few I've done I've had a lot of fun. So I think from now on I'm going to start participating in those ops. So whenever they happen.
For a little while, nothing had hit, and all of a sudden
Why?
there was a shower that I guess pace car sitting down there on the inside. It was still dry when they wrecked, and if you watch the end car, you could see that some rain definitely started right before they wrecked. But we really couldn't do anything like about that, and it was
Man, guys, this has been a very interesting race.
So just
very interesting. It's been a very crazy. It's been a very crazy race with everyone wrecking, everyone doing all that. So
process of the running order. From my understanding, if you're in
but me and Zach both have a feeling, and I have two different feelings. Like I said, me and Zach both think they're gonna either. I think I have the two feelings, but me and Zach both have the same exact feeling that they might call the race. But I also have another feeling that they're gonna go back green.
No, I
don't
want
know
them
yet.
to call it.
Yeah, Zach wants them to call it, but I have two feelings
You know
that
why?
they might either call it or they're gonna go back green.
Do you know why I want them to call it?
Why?
Because how would you feel if we're sitting here and we want it to go back racing, they go back racing, and Kyle Busch wins the damn race? How would we feel about that?
I'd be pissed, but
yeah,
I still want to
so
see some more
wouldn't you be
action.
wishing, if that happened, wouldn't you be wishing that they just would have ended?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see more action, so.
Yeah,
I haven't watched the race in a
Kyle
while.
Busch is going to win at Daytona.
I don't think Kyle Busch is going to win,
because Kyle
Zach.
Busch wins.
I don't think he's going to win, Zach.
Yes, he is.
No, he's
I'm
not.
telling you.
Why does my NASCAR
It's
website
happened to
keep
me at
doing that to
Dirt
me?
Bristol earlier. It started raining, and I'm like, oh, I want them to go back green. They went back green, and do you know what ended up happening? Kyle Busch wins.
That's not going to happen, Zach.
And I've been so pissed off thinking, no, they should just end it.
What is it that you do as far as to determine if this race is called? Well,
we'll see what happens.
To make sure that
Call it.
A fair chance.
I want to see more racing, but I don't because Kyle Busch is so good to probably win. And I'll be super pissed about wanting them to go back racing and to watch that.
Put in our best effort to get that going under green. I feel bad for it's been quite the week. We have Kurt Busch removing his waiver, come to one of the craziest races of the year. Weather in the area, it's been busy over in the NASCAR. It's busy. It's always busy over there. Yeah, no, it is for sure. When we come here, talk about if we do restart this race, right? Like at that point,
as long as we don't have a lightning delay, and the goal is to try to finish the race. Cars that are on pit road, how does the DVP and all this work? That's all electronic, right? People can, we saw the 12 earlier get off the DVP, the damaged vehicle policy. That's how he can continue. But now with 21 to go, you know, these cars that are out of the race, they just continue to lose laps. Other guys can move around. That's how the whole scoring process.
Channel mode. One sitting on pit road with damage will have to leave pit road if they're able, and then
we'll see what happens.
Clock will start, and their 6-minute cycle of trying to repair their car will start then.
A lot of details, Rick. It's crazy with the stuff we discuss, and then it can fall somewhere between these crazy gray areas that we never could think of when it comes to some of these rules.
Yeah, and Scott, we appreciate you spending time coming over here and explaining all this to us. You know, the weather behind us, as you can see, just over our shoulder, it continues to get worse, and so you've got people that are watching the radar, the lightning strikes, and you mentioned, you know, you want to do, because there's so many things in play right now, you want to do what's best for the entire competition, but it is official once you get past half point, so, or halfway point of this race. So you do have an official race in front of you. It's just how long you want to wait to see if there's a possibility of getting the last 20 laps in.
Absolutely, and we're gonna make our best effort to try to get back to green flag racing.
Well, busy times. Yeah. Busy times.
Thank you, Scott.
For sure.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right. We'll let you get back to the guys over there that are making all these decisions. I know that Steve O'Donnell is probably waiting for you to come back and chat with him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I really appreciate Scott coming over. It's a great opportunity during a red flag with a lot of things happening. Kind of educate the fans on the rules and how the sport works. And I'm a huge fan of Scott Miller. He was my crew chief. I worked with him at RCR. We won some races together. Just a solid guy. And this is a complicated sport. And it's really hard to understand and know all the rules. And when we have these opportunities for NASCAR to come over, take some time and say, okay, here's how it works. I really appreciate that, because as long as we've been in this sport, we still get a little confused sometimes. It's a great opportunity. Just remind us, all the fans as well, exactly. Yeah, it's you know, we don't know when they mash the button, brings that yellow out. You know, we see at points Cody Ware's ahead of the 3 car. There's differences in the running order, and you know, you just have to take their word for when they mash that button, that caution is out. They go back to the loop before. That's the running order. It is. It's spit out loud speed. You know, that's digital, and we just gotta have to trust what they're telling us. And you know, sometimes that's difficult, especially it's easy up here.
For those of you who are just joining in, once again, we are commentating the NASCAR Coke Zero Sugar 400. Right now we are on a rain delay and lightning delay. And we have about 21 laps to go, or we do have 21 laps to go. They might call the race, they might go back green. I don't know. So we are just waiting to find out.
Everybody was locked in, but then it gets complicated because then, you know, if you're a Kevin Harvick fan, you're like, he was leading when the caution came out, but yes, he got in the wreck. He couldn't maintain pace. So it just, you know, it really isn't that complicated. It's got a little bit of common sense. If your guy's leading and he gets in a wreck and he can't maintain speed, you have to maintain a reasonable amount of speed. And it's really no more complicated than that in regard to all that stuff. But, you know, it is.
So right now we're just waiting.
NASCAR, as far as trying to get all these things done, weather has been in the area all weekend. We've seen some great races. I mean, the Xfinity race yesterday was great. This race so far has been really compelling, a lot on the line, and they want to see that through. They want to give every competitor a chance, because we talk about the championship and we talk about the opportunity for guys making the playoffs, but there's more at stake.
The rain's coming back, Zach.
What?
The rain is coming back.
What do you mean it's coming back? It's always
They actually just said it's starting to rain again.
For a lot of drivers, they
I
want to
think.
get that opportunity. So they're going to stick here as long as they can. There's a lot of lightning that's building. I don't know what's going to happen, Rick, but they're going to try to get this race going, but it's going to be a tough challenge.
Yeah, as you mentioned that behind us, you know, the rain is definitely settling back in. When you look at this wreck, the other thing we want to talk about.
Yeah, see, it's coming back. The rain is coming back.
What do you mean it's coming back? It's always been here. It started the wreck. It poured after the wreck. It's rained this whole time.
That they feel was involved in the accident. That's determined. That is how the damaged vehicle policy goes through. So really, I think the poor Kevin Harvick had the chance to win the race because he kind of misses the first wreck. And then watch right here as we're going to spin. I want to watch this four car. They all start to wreck. And then a gap opens up. We freeze it right here, right? The four car is going to get in the gas, and the door closes. And that was, I'm going to tell you, if he gets through that hole, the four car Kevin Harvick is perhaps going to be the guy that got through unscathed and was ahead of the three, but unfortunately he wasn't, right? He ended up getting into the wreck. That was a great move by Harvick that didn't work out. So, there is this process to determine who's in the wreck and who isn't because it goes to the damaged vehicle policy, and that is important because it eliminates cars all the time in races. So, as opposed to this, right on board, right? So he sees the wreck, and he has a pretty good chance to be involved right here. Unfortunately, that is a great slides back. That is a great camera shot right there on the roof of that car because I was wondering about Cody Ware in the 51. And so Austin goes by Cody, as you see, he's got the green light still blinking right here. Green light, another green light up there. So that tells me that NASCAR hasn't hit that button yet, hasn't spit out the turn order yet. Well, even the four car. So see the rain, everybody's wrecking. Looks like Kevin Harvick's going to win this race, but he ends up keeping the wreck. Well, it's just it's a mess. I mean, there's no other way to say it. I will say this, guys, and I appreciate Scott coming over here, and I do agree with him. I don't know what they could have done different, but that doesn't mean that we as the industry don't need to look to make it better, right? I mean, we can say, hey, I don't know what we could have done different, but we got to figure a way to do it different in the future. And we got to always learn, be willing to make things better so that this doesn't happen again. It isn't good for anybody. Nobody wants this. What technology, what is it out there that we could use in the future?
Is there a sensor that could be on the racetrack somewhere where it says, hey, you've got this much precipitation that's there? But even then, things happen so fast in this sport, that would have been a split-second decision if a caution would have come out even just before they got to this.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. I mean, you're driving one of these race cars, you trust, don't even think about the track being an issue, right? And even in practice, when they drop that green flag, you leave pit road and you are going. You're not riding around looking for the track to be okay. They told you it's okay because they opened it, and drivers can't think any different and shouldn't think any different.
The last shot we showed there was a great shot because where they wrecked and then where they were in the sun was literally 100 yards. It was 100 yards from where they all wrecked until they were in the sun, which was in turn 2. So it's so difficult to predict things like that. You still get a look at Austin Dillon. He's sitting back there in alternate victory lane right now, but he's sitting in there waiting out because he is currently the race leader if this continues.
Yeah, with the lightning, some of our movements around the racetrack are restricted, but it's we got a good update. All the drivers involved have been released from the Info Care Center, so it was great to see that 99 takes a big turn up the hill, and I mean, there's just so much going on right there. You can watch the wreck 100 times and find another hit or another spin or move. So,
guys, if they haven't called the race by 2:00, if anything's still happening by 2:00, I'm probably just gonna stop commentating the race, and I have to get ready for what's it called for the ops for American Rail Studios. So if they haven't called it by then, I'm just gonna stop this stream because this NASCAR stream is going on like 4 hours. So I'm going to probably call it after this if they haven't called it by 2. Oh no, we just went. Yeah, we're going on 3.5 hours. Oh shoot! It's been moved to 2. Okay. When did they say that?
What?
I just saw that. Yeah, our operations for American Rail Studio got moved up to 2. So got moved forward to 2. So I'm gonna, if they do not call it by 1:45, I'm gonna have to end the stream and then start up another stream. So we might not be able to see the end of the race, guys. So I'll keep talking about it as we go through. I'll keep it on my TV, so I'll talk a little bit about it during the stream. But I'm not gonna be able to stream the standings and stuff because I'm going to be doing the American Rail Studios operations.
I just wake up these mornings to our farm.
So.
Sandwiches. Use the protein we eat after a long night out. Best decision to totally.
Coming up next, it's more racing. Begins some weather tech. From PIR. The Mercedes for the pole for the leader. Win last week. So that will be coming up next. That's final race for the playoffs. Get started for the NASCAR Cup Series. Everyone in yellow locked in. Dylan, current leader. If the race gets called, he would be locked in. And Mark Truex Jr. currently 12 points ahead of Ryan Blaney. Again, the race ends now. It would be Mark Truex Jr. who would be in the playoff picture. You give us some Ryan Truex Jr. Well, I saw Ryan Blaney. Very confusing, but very cool right now. Austin Dillon just taking their out, and right now it is pouring rain here all the way around the race. I've always thought super hard. I can't imagine.
Now it's pouring again, so why don't they just call it? What are they doing?
They probably will, Zach.
What do you allow your mind to do, right? Can you leave the moment? Can you imagine what this win could mean for you? Because if you do that and then we restart, are you engaged, or have you kind of wandered, at least mentally, out of what was having to be accomplished today? So it's so awkward, and you have to sit there on camera and look kind of, polite and polished, and but you can see the rain is picking up very, very hard here. Yeah, this is a big old cell now over the top of the racetrack. That's looking good. So let's do what race fans are doing all around the country right now. Talk about who's going to win the championship. So it seems to be, I think, going into these playoffs, he's probably the favorite. He's the guy that seems to run well every week. They've gotten on a roll, kind of separating themselves from the rest of the field. To me, from their back, it gets a little cloudy. I'm not real sure who the second, third, fourth favorite would be. I just think competition is usually crazy and settled. One team will get going, and then all of a sudden they don't run well for a few weeks, and just think it'll be a crazy playoffs.
Yeah, this has been the most unpredictable season in terms of, you usually get an idea that this guy's good at the short tracks, and this dude's good at the intermediates, and boy, this is our road course hero, and kind of been moving around. It's been a moving target all year. Trackhouse looked like the best team overall, consistently. We teams they got all the first half of the year. For whatever reason, they haven't been able to put together the finishes in the second half of the season. I don't know if they feel like they have the pace or have the advantage that they've had throughout the year, but I don't. I think that the rest of the series is all over. That typically happens. Teams get hot.
I don't know.
They don't stay hot forever.
What, rain?
And you need to peak.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. The team that's been peaking lately is that 9 car. We also see a little bit of flat out of the 5 teams. Kyle Larson had a big day, engine issues, but he's been running a little bit better. And a lot of these teams sort of save a little bit of their best stuff for the playoffs. When it really, really matters, some teams can really improve performance.
Well, speaking of hitting road course, I just had speed late. Byron, that car has just not run the way you expect to do. Bowman, they have also not run the way they expected. Still a few weeks ago, I think the 5 car was.
Kansas is, I would call that a standard 1.5 mile which have been crazy. To Jeff's point about champions racing, the Toyotas at the last mile-and-a-half track or 2-mile track in Michigan were untouchable fast. I know they didn't win. Will they bring that speed again? And then Bristol, I know we've seen Bristol. Not this Bristol. We saw the dirt Bristol. And then so on and so forth. Like you see Talladega and the Oval in the next round, and then at Miami, Martinsville to finish it up. So I think the schedule is so interesting. I think it's a path for a lot of drivers to the round of eight. Once you get to the round of eight, Greg, good luck. Because, you know, early year track out is the best we've seen for themselves. Untouchable. And just remember, 16 drivers will get ranked. There's probably 2,000 points in the playoffs. So now we're regular season added. So every point, every position, Martinsville finishing up. Each schedule is so interesting. A lot of foreign points and eliminate them. And so it's a round of eight. Some of these drivers, good luck, because you know who can show up the early years. Stage point. So these they put them in this position 65 for championship. So you've got to do well. Start off with 2,000 points and then playoff. All throughout the regular season. Added. And I think that's point position just because the garage feels different. They 16 the depth is there. The car is there. That's a scenario for some of these drivers who got or maybe one case.
Alright guys, well I'm gonna end the stream here. So far it still has not been called. I'm gonna get ready for my ops stream. So I'll see you guys in like about 30 minutes.